here. It would have been a lot quicker of a boot, but luckily that was the case. No sounds? Oh. You should air sound. Yeah, we're back. It would have been quicker. Like I said, I got to clean my... it's going to be a little laggy for a second because everything's opening up on my computer. Sabra. I'm going to see what's going on here. All right, we are good. We are back in business. Looks like nobody left. Very good stuff. Hopefully this loads up pretty fine. No word from cats. I'm hoping I'm trying to bug players to check in. Thanks. And let's just see here. I think I could leave you guys with some music. Let's get the bracket up here. I need to get into Korea. And yeah, I'm going to try to make an announcement for us on the Twitter. So there you go. How can you tell who's checked in? Only Chicken Man and I can see that on the admin side. So I'm trying to do my job of getting a hold of everybody. And it is not uncommon for people to check in at the last minute. I'm trying to get a hold of these guys. They're on gamer hours, some of them, so it may be a little rough. But I have reached out to a lot of them. Well, it's bound to happen sometimes, but we'll see. Hopefully we get a good... I got hopium. These guys all appreciate this, so I know sometimes life does happen, especially if it's noon on Friday, so luckily it would appear, okay, next week would be the last Thursday. Oh, for sure. Oh, Solar's playing. Okay, Solar signed up. That was somebody who snuck in there. I didn't see that. So Solar is playing. He is checked in. Dong Regu, I tried to get a hold of, and Bian and Gumiho and Ryung and Scarlet I messaged. Well, you got to remember they're on gamer hours too. I mean, it's like me. Today I woke up at like 5:30 because I fucked up. At PM, I was like doing all right on time, but my sleep schedule was all goofed. I'm hoping for a better one tomorrow. I kind of anticipated we might get into some of this. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Yep. All right. Yep, Chicken Man is live now too. I'm going to go on teamliquid.net. Okay, we're going to make sure we're online for this when it comes on. And it looks like we have Castermatics. I'm going to actually make a little tweeterino here quick from KSL. We have Beowulf should be coming in too. He actually did post this. And let's see here. This is a tweet. Twitch.tv me. Cranky _ ducklings. I can actually just copy paste this. Which Beowulf is coming in. That's good. We have Steadfast. Alexander Enke. Caster Maddox. Where's Maddox's stream? I got to make sure I give him. Here we go. Caster Maddox. Little PR. We have a Korean. And we have Kano and French. English. All right, here we go. Good. All right, so Scarlett's going to be streaming this too. So we are getting a roll in here. How you doing, Reza? We got everybody coming on. I'm getting that stuff lined up here for KSL week number 3. And yeah, I might change this up in the future a little bit. Hopefully it'll run a little better, but my computer's running hot. I got to do to tear down and clean out filters. All right. Let's see here. And guys, again, the Matcherino is available too. We're just getting stuff rolling here. Good to see you, Reza. How are you doing? Let's see here. Evan, what's up? New computer? Yeah, that's going to be a ways off before I get a new computer, but when I do, we'll figure something out, Evan. You're going to have to figure something out to get some better freaking... We might want to try something. So you can get a hardware closer connection. 29 players signed up. Let's go. Oh, Hanmano is playing. Hanmano is playing. He signed up. He checked in. That's cool. Kira's checked in. Oliveira's checked in. Solar's checked in. Dark's checked in. Beyond is not checked in. Hero's checked in. Let's go. Classic is not checked in. I'm going to message Classic. I sent the wrong link. I just sent Classic the Patreon. I think we're going to try to allow a couple more minutes for this. How you doing? Did Maru sign up for this again? Unfortunately, Maru did not. Let's see if he comes in at the last minute. I messaged Maru in case he may just be taking a break. He doesn't usually play in smaller tournaments, but we'll see. Adi, I see you're playing. Oh, you put something in the Matcherino. Thank you. Yeah, there is a Matcherino every week. Let's see. Yeah. $25 added. Thank you, Adi. So the prize pool is up to $425 this week so far. If you guys want to contribute, please consider it. If not, obviously we're thankful for all the patrons. Please consider, if you're not already, putting a few dollar dues, help bring it up a bit. Chicken Man and I tweeted at the same time on KSL. That's funny. On the KSL Twitter. Scarlett is streaming this too. This is very exciting. Maybe Scarlett will cast with us. That would be cool. We can ask her. She can just tell me to fuck right off, but couldn't hurt to ask, right, guys? Patreon is pretty awesome. I'm hoping everybody signs up. We're starting to get some more check-ins. Everything's looking good. That would be pretty based if Scarlett did that, though. No, Bion, we need you, Bion. Bion's like, I'm going to let people have a chance at taking first or second place this week. Maybe his wrists are hurting. All right. No Gumi Ho either. All right. Last bit of minutes. Thanks for the follow, Temla. No Bion this week either. I think that his wrists are acting up probably, if I was to guess. Defi, nuts, Nazis, nasties. Let's see if we have any folks here in ESL. It is noon for these guys, so. I think we might give him a few minutes just to make sure we're good to go. Yeah. Yep. And we will be going soon. All right, let's see. Let us see. And Nish is going to be streaming my stream on the Starcraft Observer, guys, on TikTok. So we actually have a Skitoo. You're going to be happy to hear this. We're actually live on TikTok as well. The Dave Testa stream on the Starcraft Observer channel. Shout out to Nish. For those of you guys that like that, he just came up with the idea. He goes, Dave, can I, restream your stream? Hell yeah, dude. People have been itching for professional StarCraft on TikTok. And yeah. So we are getting to showtime. StarCraft historian. I don't know. I'm sure they may be doing some stuff with it in the future. We'll see. Hopefully we'll see some stuff from esports storyteller too. I can imagine he's going to end up doing something on this at some point. He is on my team. There's some other exciting news too, but guys, the big exciting news is we now know what is going to be happening. We're going to be using access money if we get to it. Yeah. Scarlet's still active. Yeah. Scarlet still plays. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get some coffee. I'm going to leave you some music. I'm going to refill the old coffee here. Where's Steadfast? Where is Mr. Steadfast? I don't see him in EPT Asia. Or KSL channel on Asia. Let's see. I'm going to message him. Oh, he's getting in there. He's got the logo. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. My boy Steadfast. Yeah, there. Right as I say that, he's in. He's right on the money. I forgot to mention that. Yeah. Oh yeah. We don't need to bug him. He's got to get ready. And we're taking a few minutes to get things going. I'm just gonna say. I'm doing a little translating here. I'm just doing the Korean. Bracket is ready. I'm going to mention all the casters then. All right, I'm just getting these guys all on gear. Brackets live. Nas just messaged here. Wait, bracket's already live. Oh shoot, you missed check-in by 2 minutes. All right, let's see. I'm gonna do Classic creator. All right, we are getting classic and creator, guys, on the Dave Testa stream to start this off with. Classic versus creator is our first series. Let me just make sure we're good to go here, because this happens every time on the scene for some... Okay, no, we're good. We are good. Should be an exciting PvP. I'm sure both these guys are mauling that they had a PvP on their first match. We'll see. All right, here we are, and it is a best of 3. All right, spawning in the upper right-hand corner of Royal Blood in the blue. Give it up for Classic. And his opponent in the bottom left, he's red. Give it up for Creator. Little Protoss versus Protoss action, okay. It's going to be no low ground, 1 gate expand. Where we're going in game number 1. Are you guys excited for week 3 of KSL, the Korean Starcraft League? I know I am. We got a lot of bangers come for sure. And on the upper bracket side, winner of this is on to fight Hero most likely. As there are some underdogs at first. Rendered Spy and Buckstar Shot fighting off in the first round. Actually, winner of that goes on to fight Hero. So I might actually cover that. All right. Just a little probe scout, a gate scout from both. Nothing too cheeky. It's just a 2-gate opener for both of them. We'll see what happens here. Got some good professional Korean StarCraft. Alrighty. And yeah. Core has not hesitated for a second. Both players not really doing anything cheeky and rushing gas or anything. They're just now saturating their gas on both sides. Looks like we're set up for the possibility of just a 2-gate expand from both. Highly doubt we're going to see a proxy as of yet. In game number 1, it is possible still. Can still be done. I'm just curious to see the openers of both. Is it going to be double stalker versus double stalker? So one of them going to go Adepts in the Stargate. Let's see what happens here on our first series on the Dave Testa stream. But yeah, guys, so the good news is thanks to the generosity of our patrons. We're hoping to get more to make it sustainable in the summer. We are going to be doing a $3,000 to $5,000 plus dollar tournament. If the Patreon continues on, that is where the excess money is going to be going. Okay, it is going to be double stalker opener. Got a nice little pylon block to scout the units from Creator. This is a double adept versus double stalker opener. Okay, Classic going into Robo, double sentry follow up for Creator, who is going for an expansion here. Okay, yep, he's getting a nice little earlier. Oh, funnily enough, that pylon is going to finish. It's going to be quite annoying for Mr. Classic. He is not going to be able to drop and expand as quickly as he'd like, but he's going for a Robo anyway. That was actually a pretty smart move, and considering it's not a Stargate opener, rather a double sentry, actually more sentries, so it's going to be 3 sentries and a stalker from Creator. This should be a banger of a series. All right, just 4 more stalkers. It's going to be straight into Warp Prism. So is this actually going to be in-base 3-gate Robo? I think it is. It's 2-gate Robo for now. We'll see what happens.
Hey. Who wants to have some fun?
Thanks for the raid, Gene Sim. Do appreciate it. Hope you had a good stream. Welcome, guys. All right. Just 4 Stalker aggression. There's a shield battery. The Nexus is going to finish. This looks like it is going to be all in after all from... It is 3-gate. Okay, 3-gate Robo in base. So just with a Warp Prism for now. Adept's going to try to shade in. It's just 1 Adept left. Warp Prism is going to launch some more Stalkers out. And we do have a proxy. Oh, is he going for a gold base? Let's go. Classic bringing us some classic strategies. God, I love this guy. What up, guys? How you doing, Reza? And Tater Tutor, and Gene Sim, and T-Roy Jenkins, and everybody in chat. All right, we're going to see things get spicy here. It is a high ground assault from Classic. He's warping in some Zealots, too. And Immortal's going to pop. Oh, that was so close. He was not in position to catch that pylon. It is mostly sentries and, well, a couple Stalkers. That's about it. Zealot's kind of trapped away. Nice force field from Creator. This is a scrappy game, number 1 already. Who's going to take it? Well, it looks like Creator is taking a beating here. The Immortal fell. And some pretty damn good Warp Prism Micro from Classic. Who needs Blink where we're going? All right, that being said, it is kind of hell. These Stalkers are pretty damaged. It is 2 bases versus 1 base, but it's a lot of lost mining time. These guys forgot to use WCS, so I apologize for that. Man, this is a banger. All right, these Stalkers look absolutely destroyed from Classic. Is he going to take a Nexus after? He has to be careful. Another Immortal's coming out. And, yeah. He is going to go for the gold base. Oh, guys, I forgot to get rid of the ads. I apologize. I'll see what I can do in between here. Damn, there was one thing I seriously forgot. All right, it is an Observer into Disruptors. I actually like the call to go into Disruptors. He's got to buy time for this Nexus to finish, but Disruptors are a good move. He's going to try to take care of a shield battery, but he has to be careful. Another Big Daddy Immortals in production does not get the shield battery, and it is a little bit of an assault right here to the sideline. All right. We shall see what happens. Pretty banger of a series. All right, we got 4 Stalkers going to go try to put some pressure in. Another Immortal comes. Creator is right in position to defend the Warp Prism. But guys, I do apologize again. I'm going to do what I can to get rid of the ads in a moment. I actually should do that now just because we're earlier on. It is annoying, but just an oversight on my part. I'm going to do this as quickly as possible. Right now, they're just kind of taking a moment. It is a little bit of a lull in the game. A little bit of a breather, so we'll see what happens. And I am going to go to this. And yeah, we're going to actually disable pre-rolled ads. That was a nice defense. Let's see, the Warp Prism did not go down. Disruptor on the way. So we cut this down a little bit. All right, it is a Disruptor drop being attempted. It's going to be a pretty big push from Creator, however. Most of the army's postured at the gold base from Classic. All right, he's going to go kill this pylon, but the Observer from Creator is going to see some of this. He's going to know there's Disruptors. Gravitic Drive being researched, by the way. It is going to complete here pretty soon. That means Speed Prism. All right, we'll see what happens. Disruptor catches a few probes, but not too many. Realistically, it was just a couple. It is going to force Creator back. He wants to catch this Warp Prism, but you know what? It's a Speed Prism. He's going full meme here. He's got the gold base. He's all saturated on it. And realistically, this would have been a good one to have some other stuff. It's going to be a lot of Immortals coming out. We have Charger Blink coming. We don't have anything coming. Disruptor is going to launch and catches a decent number of workers. He still has to be careful not to lose this Prism. Blink is on the way for Mr. Creator. I love the memes of this game. The Observer is going to get a full scout of everything. Twilight Council just now going down for Classic. Now, at this point, Creator has to know he's got another base. I would imagine. Oh, nice. Oh, look at that Warp Prism Micro from Creator. Oh, Classic. Yeah, I think he had a little bit of miss micro there, but I don't think it matters. The Adept's going to shade in, trying to... Oh, he's not paying attention to the Adepts. He's going to lose some. Another Immortal coming out for Mr. Creator. That being said, oh, we get some juicy balls. We do not. Nope, do we now? Warp Prism's out of position. Oh my god, Creator's so good with that Warp Prism pickup micro. And ultimately is looking pretty good. However, this Warp Prism is in jeopardy. Luckily, he has Gravitic Drive. Disruptors are picked up at the tail end, but that's so many units. That's 4 Immortals, guys. 4 Immortals. So I did just kill the ads. You'll have whatever pre-roll ones. I'll try to remove that as soon as possible by running one between here and there. I will try my best to get those out of the way. All right. Warp Prism going back in with double disruptors again. Charge is the play from Classic. I like it. And he's going for a 3rd Nexus. That being said, it's a double Immortal drop, and it's an Artosis Pylon. Will the Disruptor finish in time? The Disruptor is going to be able to zone this back a little bit, but we'll see. Oh, Disruptor does make its way out. And the Pylon still lives for now. I love the decision for Classic to open Charge. Well, follow up with Charge, I should say. Very good stuff. A trained cock and chat. Nice, Gene Sim. All right, guys. Just more vision from Mr. Creator. He's got that Observer doing damage for days. Looks like, I think he's going to sniff this out. He's got to anticipate this is the gold base. Classic is out of position for defense, and the Observers out are going to... Yeah, this is looking pretty dicey. Uh-oh. This base is in trouble. Shield batteries immediately targeted. The pylons are going to be targeted. Oh, no, a couple probes go down. Can Classic save this base? Creator is actually still going to be annoying with this one Big Daddy Immortal in the back. That being said, Blink's finishing up for him as well. Creator going into a Forge. Big Daddy Immortal is going to be annoying. Well, actually, did he cancel Charge? Okay, he canceled Charge before. Never mind. A little bit of indecision from our blue Protoss player. That being said, nice blink from Creator is going to allow him to get away from one of the Novas. I think Novas are both on cooldown. GG's called. Creator's going to take game number 1. And pretty decisively at that. That was a good hold. It was looking scary for a minute, but Creator does it. Creator does it indeed. All right. I'm not sure, but I think Scarlet is going to be casting maybe too. By the way, guys. Which will probably likely go without saying for you Scarlet fans. I don't see her playing though. She signed up. I didn't see her in the lobbies. All right, guys, we'll see what's going on from here. And again, if you want to support the Korean Starcraft League, !KSL, there is the Patreon. And we'll see what happens. All right, spawning in the top side again in the blue. Give it up for Classic. Mr. Protoss, man. And his opponent in the bottom right, he's red. Give it up for Creator. Well, I think I'll probably be all right. I'm going to ask them about that. I'm sure I'll figure out what I do. It's going to be an adjustment, so I should probably be free. I'm going to try in the next week to see what I can do to cut that down. There's a lot of changes I got to make to get used to working physical activity and stuff, so I think I'll be all right, Reza. All right, looks like it is going to be a high ground from both again. Let's see if anybody does anything cheeky. That was definitely a spicy game number 1. We'll see what happens. Does Classic have it in him to take 2 games off Creator and come back as we are just at the first round. All right, another gateway going down for Classic here in a moment. Let's see what happens. All right, Mr. Probius versus Probius going on and, you know, shining some eyes on what's happening here. All righty. Yeah, nothing too exciting to go on. Just a little probe-on-probe action here. The dirty little probes, you know. And we'll see. But yeah, while we're waiting for that, I gotta say, you know what? We have a pretty good bracket today. Sad we don't have Beyond. Sad we don't have Mara this week. But you know what? I'm hoping we see some other folks show up. It's possible. Maybe we'll get the cheeky stats in TY. Maybe Sue will surprise us and come back. Feel like Sue maybe got a little discouraged from the, you know, brackets we had sometimes, but I have a feeling this will all settle out and we'll have some really... The good thing is a diverse bracket each week. Thanks for the follow, Dawn Wrecker. If I read that right. Dawn Wrecker. Welcome to Kirktown. Population you. And thank you, Aid Barrett 40. Do appreciate it. All right, it's going to be a pylon block again from Creator. Creator opening in depths again. This game is going to go to finish off this probe. Mr. Probrius, well, his life's ended a little earlier than he hoped. That's for sure. All right, a couple stalkers are out. It's the same kind of situation. Are we seeing a repeat of game number 1? It sure looks like it. It's in base 3-gate robo from Mr. Classic. Creator gonna go pressure out with the adepts. We do have the probe here to block this off. That being said, the shades are scouted as the probe. Yep, he drops the battery. Good catch from Mr. Classic. He does catch the adepts. Does he get a kill? Not quite. Almost. But as they say, almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, folks. It is not quite a kill. All right, Warp Prism is coming out again. We got a nice scouter pylon from Creator, and there's going to be a little bit of a pressure from Classic before the Warp Prism comes out. Third gate's coming on. Interestingly, he has 4-3 gas saturation over here. It's fully walled off, so he doesn't have to worry about the adepts for the moment. Hallucinated Phoenix is going to scout out everything that's going on. A probe's hidden to the side for a Nexus. But in the meantime, it looks like Creator is going to have this Nexus complete, so battery overcharge will be available. Alrighty. Yeah, it looks like we got ourselves some gaming Immortal on the way again. This is looking very similar to game number 1. Depth shading out the seas. Oh, beautiful force fields are going to be a problem for Classic. He segmented this off just enough, but no hull damage to any of the stalkers. So still a good save by Classic. Still, sentries do have some more energy. We'll have force fields available, as well as Guardian Shield. That being said, the stalkers are already up to greet the Warp Prism. Looks like we got another pylon going on. This is pretty committed. A pretty high committal play from Classic. Sentry's doing God's work again. Big Daddy Immortal's out, and the 2 shield batteries are going to be a bit of a problem for Classic to get any damage. These are only 3 stalkers, however. I think he could find some... He can debate him. I like the Observer from Creator, too. It's so smart. He can keep an eye on the Warp Prism, keep an eye on the army, see what's going on back home for Mr. Classic. This Warp... wow. He is on this Warp Prism like stink on poop, my friends. This is pretty good attention to detail from Creator. He's now ahead of base. It looks like Classic may be posturing to take a base, but it's 5:24 in the game. He's already behind. He has no choice but to go into a robo bag, and except for we're going to see a Stargate come out from Creator, which means he's probably going to get some Phoenixes out that lift the balls. I've got Vapes. Vapes are pretty good, by the way, in chat. Reza asking what I was going to do in Gene Sim Santa. They always would leak, so I might end up switching to, disposable vapes, if you will. But yeah, this is not looking too good for Classic. Creator going for a Warp Prism as well. All right, the Observer from Classic's going to kind of give him some high ground up here. But that being said, there's Immortals popping out. The Phoenixes are on their way. This is looking kind of scary. Big Daddy Immortals ferried up there, and, well, Classic's got to try to get something done. It's having a rough time. Does have a couple of depths. They're scouted. Wow, I love this. A beautiful reaction from Creator. He even just pulls probe right away. He scouted the depths. He doesn't want to get any worker damage. The Classic's going to have to find some kind of damage somewhere. Gravitic Drive being researched again. We have a Chrono robotics facility, but no disruptors. Ooh. Damn, Classic even loses the Observer there. That's not good. A couple Phoenixes are out. Another Phoenix in production. So guess what? That means Speed Prism Balls. Okay, there were 2 Disruptors in this, but the Phoenixes are going to be aplenty to take care of this. Nice Adept Shades. Now, it looks like 1 Disruptor is going to go immediately down, and it's going to be target fired to hell, though. Yeah, that's a damn shame. Does the other Disruptor is picked up and then dropped. GG is called Creator. Takes it in a 2-0. Right off the rip. I'm not encouraging kids to vape. It's just me. I would actually take it. Let me take a look in Discord just in case I get anything. Oh. Oh, sorry. Wait. Oh. Oh, shit. I didn't see Cats came in. Cats is casting, too. Cats is casting. Let's go. He called me and I didn't know. Let's go. I want to make a quick announcement. How you doing, Fuzzy Desi? All right. Okay. We'll catch up after. So Cats will be hopping in with me too, I think. In a bit, hopefully when we get a series. I gotta see what's going on. I just missed one. So good news, guys. Blank, what's up? Who am I talking to? Root Cats. Mr. Cats, he's streaming as well. He called me and everything. I'm so embarrassed that I missed him. How you doing, Blank? Welcome, guys. This is actually happening. Dave might be casting with Cats, and I could have. But that was Creator versus Classic. Very excited to see this. Good turnout tonight. Thanks for all hanging out here. But I'm sure most, if not all of you, should be familiar with Mr. Cats. He is now on board as well. One of my favorite casters of all time. He just has a really smooth voice. Also, Chicken Man streaming. Steadfast is streaming. I guess Scarlet's streaming. I don't see her in here yet. Let's see. Okay, he's fighting. He's covering Epic versus Cure, and I just missed the lobby for that. So we are catching Solar and Eldrin Lord Mio. It's Mio Micah. We got a ZVZ. Mio Micah versus Solar. Damn, I missed the series. I could have hopped in with Cats right then. Everyone's cooked tonight, Reza. All right. So after, I'm going to be focusing on this. Solar is up a point and in the bottom left, representing Onside Gaming. Mr. Speedy McZerd. And his opponent in the upper right, Eldin Lord Mio over here. It is Mr. Mio Micah going for a 12 pool in game number 2. This could be quick. This may not. We have Epic versus Cure going on Cat Stream. Chicken Man, I believe, is covering the same thing. Steadfast, I'm not sure where he's at. He was following Ryung and Dongray Gu before. The Cranky Ducklings, I'm not sure where they're at as well. And Alexander Enke and Maddox. We'll see what happens.
Giddy up.
Thanks for the follow. Elements 27. Alrighty. Hatch going down for Solar. We'll see what happens. Alrighty, this is going to be exciting. So hopefully I can catch back up with Mr. Katz. We'll see. I'm going to try to catch... I'm kind of embarrassed that happened, but hey, mistakes happen. We'll see what goes on. Solar, is he going to scout this? We'll see. It's going to take forever for overlords across the map. It's going to be 8 lings. I don't think Mio is going to overcommit to this, honestly, guys. But realistically, all you need to do is pull some drones. But it has to be scouted. A 12 pool. Mio's going to go right down the center path. I almost feel like if he worked his way around and bamboozle him, messing with the pathing, it would have helped him. The hatch is going to finish here shortly. Mio dropped his hatch just now behind it. Has an inject earlier. But it's going to be a little bit before this pool is completed for Solar. Solar pulls the drone again. It was just 8 lings produced. Well, did he cancel one? What's going on? It's only 6 over here. We'll see what happens. All right, guys. Very cool stuff. In a Zed versus Zed game. Numero uno. The Queen actually going... I like that move from Mio Micah, actually. Pulling the Overlord right away. Oh, he's going to catch a good amount of drones, but that being said, the drones are being used defensively. That's going to be a lot of lost mining time for Solar, but still, it's a pretty brilliant defense. And, yeah, we'll see what happens from here. Mio now going to have to be a defender. He's going to want to try to get this Queen back because, well, Solar just has more. Solar just has more. All right. All right, Mio does have a couple queens, but you know what? Metabolic boost is on the way. It's not going to be done during this engagement. Still, there's not a lot of lings out. Oh, a little missed target, it looks like. No. Yeah, this queen's in a lot of trouble. Oh, I love the transfuse. Mio Micah had just enough energy for a transfuse, saving that second queen. On the other side of the map, we do have a couple queens for Solar as well. He's completely off gas. He's taking a third hatch. Mio Micah still getting gas. He's not going into metabolic boost. Is Mio Micah going to go for a Roach Warren? No, he's going for a Baneling Nest. Okay, so he may just go for defensive play with Banes. He could transition into Roaches. We'll see, but this is a spicy one already. Is it going to be quick? Is it going to be a quick clean 2-0, or is Mio Micah going to come back with a reverse sweep? That's the question, guys. All right, 16 lings, 18 lings in production for Mio Micah. He's just now starting metabolic boost. Solar already has these lings. Oh my gosh, there's no A move. Oh, he wants to scout the third. That's actually big. He does get confirmation that the third is on its way. So Mio Micah is in preparation for this. Baneling Nest not quite done. Oh, the ling run by is huge. Metabolic is completed. And yeah, Solar's going to run and wreak havoc in there. All right, the drones are pulled. Not a bad decision. These lings are getting pretty damaged. Well, actually, Mio. Hello, Mio. Okay. Does lose a couple drones. Realistically, both players doing a good job saving drones. Overlord going down for Mio Micah is going to supply block him. He does have metabolic boost finishing up here in a second. 8 Banelings in production is going to be pretty nice. But they're probably going to be scouted. Okay, metabolic's not quite done just yet. This could actually go, well, do these Banes finish? They do. And with that said, bam! Mio coming in with the big booty Bane bust. That's right, Banes do have big booties, folks. We love our big booty Banelings. Baneling Nest finishes for Solar as well. Solar going to push across the map and try to steamroll through this. This is Ling Bane Battles. Volume 7. Things getting greasy in here. Baneling kind of mismicroed a little by Mio Micah. Is he going to catch some more? Oh, gets a decent amount of workers. But that being said, there are going to be some defensive Banelings from Solar. All right. GG's called. Solar is going to take it in game numero dos. All right, let's see here. I'm hoping Cats. I'm going to check in with Katz here and see if Mr. Katz is going to be with me. Which would be pretty good. It's up to him. All right. Oh, Scarlet 1-2. All right, let's see here. I'm keeping an eye out on a few things.
There we go.
Well, hello, it's all three of us.
It's all three of us.
It's a party.
How are you two gentlemen doing today?
Pretty good. Just watched that wonderful CBC. And it's a little bit late here, but feeling good otherwise. How are you?
Yeah, doing well. Also a little late as well in New York. But yeah, we had a little ZVZ here at the end. And I covered Chance versus, or sorry, not Chance, Creator versus Classic at first. Looks like you guys were in Epic versus Cure.
Yeah.
Yes,
How did
indeed.
that go? Creator versus Classic.
Creator versus Classic was a banger. Creator was cracked. Classic did a 3-gate robo both games in base. And, well, Creator was just shutting it right down.
Beast.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a good build.
Yep. It was pretty good stuff. How was the last series? So Epic here, or was it? Did Epic put up a good fight with all that ping?
It was a really good TVT. I think Epic played really, really well.
Yeah.
Cure did take him down, but
Yeah. The only reason I'm more awake, Cats, by the way, because I believe you're an East Coaster as well, is the coffee I just brewed at a degen hour.
Nice. Love it. Which one are we gonna do next, you guys think?
Up to you guys.
good question. There's a few options. I think Solar Ragnarok is about to start.
You guys want to do that? A little ZVZ?
I'm down.
Nice.
Change it up. Maybe I'll let you guys hit the ZVZ,
All right.
just so that we can. I'll split the coverage.
Am
I might go join
or am
the
I
the
so
TVT.
sane that you just blew your mind?
Okay.
Warrows
Maybe rejoin you in a little bit.
Subscribe.
That
Down.
sounds good. Yeah, we can catch up. We
Got
can
it.
bounce around. Cats, thank you again.
Yeah.
And
pleasure.
Chicken Man, thanks for doing all you do. Holy, with this bracket stacked. Or
Thank
this
you,
lobby
guys.
stacked.
All right.
Enjoy.
All right.
I'll see you guys in a little bit.
See you,
care.
buddy. All right. Scarlet's casting tonight too, Cats.
Oh, that's so cool.
You might be wanting to bounce with Scarlet after. I'm looking. I'm like, geez, we have all the Zergs in here. Now we actually have a couple Zerg casters. Very good stuff.
Very, very cool. All right, Dave. Well, we are all loaded in here. So let's get started.
Giddy up.
I'm gonna let you do the camera work if that's cool.
Okay.
And in the top right-hand side, it is Solar.
And his opponent in the bottom left, he's blue. Give it up for Alpha X's Ragnarok.
Beast. He's so good right now.
Oh, hell yeah. Ragnarok's cracked. I'm glad to see Ragnarok was able to make it this week. You know, it's he was saying it's a rough time. We're going to be moving this, by the way, once we hit April to what would be Friday for us and Saturday at noon for the Koreans.
Oh, very cool.
So that hopefully will help sign-ups, and I know maybe we'll have Crank on cast, you know? That would be-
that would be awesome.
So, looks like these guys are playing a gentleman's game, Cats, huh?
Yeah, for the time being, it's just going to be the 16 hatch, probably 18 gas, 17 pool. Pretty standard CBC opening here. And from there, I mean, most likely into some sort of Link Bane opening. We'll see if either player chooses to be aggressive or not. But This looks as standard as it gets, Dave. I'm gonna go ahead and eat a little bit of McFlurry while
Oh,
you
yeah.
go through.
You do what you got to do, brother. It is all
Thank you.
good. Thank you. Well, like Kat said, looking very standard. No real deviation from either player. Question is, are we going to go into a Ling Bane war? Or somebody going to pull a cheeky build like the 9 Roach +1? Or something to that effect? I guess we'll find out as the game kicks off. And chat, if I am ignoring you at all, thank you, Waras and stuff. Trying to have some courtesy here for the legendary Mr. Cats here, Base Cats. But yeah. Alright, pool's gonna finish for both. Let's see if anybody rushes metabolic boost. Slight gas advantage for Ragnarok. And we'll see what happens. Oh, he's gonna go right to metabolic and well.
Yeah. That's just going to be the classic on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Also, both players still mining with 2 drones per gas, so almost certainly we're going to see a waning nest as soon as they get the 50 gas as well. And most likely a third. So already the drones moving towards the third. The same should be happening on the side of Ragnarok. There he is. So he prioritized the 2 circlings first. Whereas Solar did not. Did Solar make? Oh yeah, he does have 2 circlings as well. So
Yeah.
complete mirrors here.
The good old mirror matchup, and that happens in any side. Even though I am a Protoss main, I am a big fan of ZVZ. Could be a really spicy. But I'm so glad you're here with me. I will fumble sometimes on ZVZs, I'll admit it.
Yeah, I mean, this should be pretty standard from here on out. It's gonna be a lot of links most likely produced on one side and the other player absorbing, or just kind of more gentleman's agreement here where both players just make a couple of failings and chill.
Yeah. Yeah, just a little pressure on the third from Ragnarok. Nothing too crazy going on yet, like you said. But things might gear up. Once that third hatch comes, I always feel like in the Ling Bane wars, that's where stuff could get a little spicy, you know?
Yeah, but it's gonna be both players opting to go for actually Evo Chambers now, which more likely than not indicates a Roach transition of some kind. We haven't seen Roach warrants being dropped just yet. But yeah, these are completely mirror builds right now, so I wouldn't expect anything different than the same upgrade, for example, on the side of Solar here.
Yeah, oh yeah, look at this, Cats. You nailed it. Both going for +1 ranged attacks. The only difference is Solar's just on 1 gas still. Ragnarok, rather, is just taking his a little earlier.
Yeah, I mean, they're reading the same books for sure, right? Like, even the Roach Warren timed perfectly here but for both players, right? Exactly when they want it, basically, and they've decided that this is the latest that you can make a Roach Warren whilst still being safe effectively, so... Ling differential is only 3, which gives an extra drone to the side of Ragnarok. So if you wanna, call out who got a little bit greedier on the back of this, who cut a corner, literally a 1 drone corner to here cut for Ragnarok.
Yeah, that's looking pretty close for sure. All right, we're gonna start seeing some roaches pumping out now, I would imagine, in a minute, once these injects come in and such. But yeah, it's pretty wild. The little stuff you're noticing, Cats. Just down to the Ling count.
Yeah, there should be... Oh, it's actually very interesting is the Overlord speed here on the side of Solar, relatively early as well.
Yeah.
Sometimes you make an Overlord to trade your Banelings, for example, right? If you made like 3 or 4 Banelings, but he only made 1 this time around, so... I don't know if it's force of habit. He can put it to use maybe with Roaches as well. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. And it's going to be a Spire on the side of Ragnarok. So first major deviation here. And this basically makes it so that Solar will have to be the aggressor. And Ragnarok will be absorbing. And if nothing happens, Ragnarok will get map control and a huge lead. 2 Banix going to the middle line of Solar. But he's going to pull just in time. So not much coming off of that.
Yeah, that was pretty nice defense, though. No, he only lost 2 drones. These teams attentive, right? Oh, look at this. More importantly, that is a scouted Spire.
Yeah, and I'm a little bit surprised even that Solar is not moving up with his Circlings right away. He's just kind of chilling because he just cleared a few Circlings. He killed a couple of Banelings, and there is the Scout, like you mentioned, of the Spire. So I feel like his links should have just gone right across the map right away, just to force additional forces or additional Circlings from Ragnarok. As soon as you see the roaches, if there is enough roaches, then you can retreat. But there's basically no harm in having crossed the map right there and then. So he must have been preoccupied with something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, maybe it was when he was making. I think he just didn't read that like you just did. He did go into a Hydra den at least. Obviously, stand down on his tech with the ranged attacks, but I think the mutas are. It seems like the mutas were just a little bit of a distraction. Ooh.
Yeah, really, really good actually distraction, because he's just not gonna commit to them at all. Instead, goes straight away for the fourth, and like you were mentioning, it's Solar that's going into Hydras. The opportunity for the mutas is still there to do basically just map control, like safe housekeeping basically. And I mean, look at the map right now for Ragnarok, right? If we turn off the lights for one player or the other, it's clear that Ragnarok is going to have more information to work with and more map to work with. And now, kind of also a superior unit composition on the ground, especially on a map that's kind of choky like this one. Ravagers are just, you know, for my money, better than Hydras in the straight-up engagements. So, yeah, I like it a lot for Ragnarok here. Already maxed out too.
Oh yeah, that's the Omega based. He's completely maxed out, pretty much. He's going to be right now. I do like the Lurker Den going down for Solar, but like you said, getting a lot of Ravagers, I don't think we're going to see a lot of room for those Lurkers for a bit. Well, I guess we'll see.
Yeah, it's go time for Ragnarok for sure. It has been for a little bit now, so let's see if he can close this out. This is, of course, the timing that he's going to be looking for before those Lurkers are going to appear. He knows that he has the superior army. Better concave for him as well, as Solar tries to dive on forward to try to catch some of those Ravagers, but is unable to, and the damage output of the Hydras will not triumph this time around against the Biles. So trying to reposition whatever Lurkers are left, but too strong of a push here for Ragnarok will grant them game number 1.
That was masterfully done. That timing was sick, but the mind games, cats. What?
I liked it a lot. Yeah.
That was definitely cool.
Yeah, super cool, right? It forces spores, it forces Hydra then a response, and Hydras are pretty expensive for the value that they gave Solar in this position, right? Because you're going Hydras before really having a huge Roach buffer, and Hydras without both of their upgrades are also not that great. So yeah, it's pretty rough. They only kind of pay for themselves if your opponent goes Muta, right? And if there's a little bit more of a Muta commitment, they're justifiable, because say if you have 10 Muta or 15 Muta on one side, then that's, you know, 20 or 30 supply. And that makes a huge difference, because then you can just say, once I get maxed out on Roach Hydra or whatever you feel comfortable moving out with, maybe adding the Lurkers
Who wants to have some fun?
then your army is going to be much stronger, because Mutas do not fight well head on. So that's when the Hydras are really good. But here, no bueno. Really good mind games here for Ragnarok, confusing Solar.
Yeah, and then that just made that push all the stronger at the end. Like you said, well, I like the Lurker Den if he was more committed, but I think he kind of delayed it a little bit. No, because of the Muta switch. Like that was, I don't know. Everything about that game is just well thought out.
Yeah, very difficult to get to Lurkers much faster, right? Because it's like your army is going to be so small. Even at the end there, the army difference there, or the supply difference is like 30. So if anything, yeah, as in the top left-hand side, it is Solar for on-site gaming.
Yep. And his opponent in the bottom right, give it up for Alphax's Ragnarok, and a blue up a point. Yeah, that was definitely good stuff. I'm happy we had a gentleman's agreement into a very different game than I think both of us thought after a bit with the Spire, the Scout. But like you said, I've learned from you. I totally agree. Seeing that if Solar had pushed out those Lings earlier, that would have been a possibly different outcome.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know so much that it would have been a different outcome. It's just Lynx cannot get caught by anything at that point, so it's just like a non-decision almost. So, it may not have been a huge difference. It might have forced a couple units, which is something. But yeah, I think the main thing was just that Mind Game was just so good for Ragnarok, and Solar over defended, right? He made so many investments that weren't fruitful. And yeah, like you said, like the Lurker then is good in the transition. But he couldn't really afford to go Lurkers much earlier than he did, because then he would have even less army. And again, by the time he was hit, he was already 30 supply behind.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, he probably should have just even making that Hydra transition, I think, just really hurt him. Another gentleman's agreement again for game number 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, compounding effects as well, because also at the very start of the game, like Ragnarok, for example, made one extra drone where Solar made an extra pair of Lynx. Like that's compounding as well, right? Like later on it turned into a 2-drone advantage, stuff like that, like little things like that. So then once Ragnarok kills the 4th base of Solar, the economic lead is just too big, and then he's already kind of like gotten away with the Muta both giving him map control, which makes it very difficult for Solar to check what's going on or see when the attack is coming, etc. He lost a couple of overlords there, and he had to make spores and hydras and hydra upgrades. Like all of these things are just compounding on the economic deficit of Solar, and that's why at the end Ragnarok is 30 supply ahead, and he can just push and crush him with a superior army composition as well until the lurkers get involved. So just hitting a beautiful timing, really.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Looked like it was just a little bit more delayed hatch from Ragnarok, but they both got the link pressure on each side, right?
Yeah, pretty much the exact same openers as last game. Not much new.
Exactly. So you got a what kind of McFlurry did you get, Cats? I'm just curious. What's Cats go to? Oh, nice. Sounds good.
That's really good.
At some point, I'm going to have to bounce to refill my coffee here while it's still warm in the pot. But yeah, definitely a good combination there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, let me know. I can do the camera if you want to step away for a bit.
Yeah, actually, if you don't mind, that would be fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah,
the most relaxed guy in my eyes is you of all the casters. You're just like, don't worry about it. I'm like, you fit right in with Chicken Man and I. We're usually pretty chill on our casts, so I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no worries. All right. So we have, the exact same openers as last game. Down to the Evo Chamber. Difference on this map is, well, actually, this is maybe worth talking about. The positioning of this Evo Chamber for Solar, maybe not ideal. Maybe he should have made this Evo Chamber first, because what happens if you make this Evo Chamber is you have less direct access to your third. Maybe there is another reason that I'm missing for which he doesn't want the Roach Warren exposed here or something of the sorts. Though I would argue you could just make it back here. Unless that's not a wall, but I kind of doubt it. Maybe it's not. But yeah, basically just a little bit longer transfer time. So small little detail. He could be mining slightly more effectively, whereas Ragnarok did not suffer from that as much, right? Like his Bailing Nest is a little bit on the way, but not as much as 2 buildings worth of being on the way.
So, Cats, what are your thoughts on the Carapace versus ranged between the two of these guys?
Yeah, that's an interesting variation, right? Like a lot of the time, if you go for the Carapace, you're going to be a little bit more aggressive, and you're probably looking to focus a little bit more on Lynx as well, potentially. There is 2 gases that Ragnarok is showing at the third. I think he's showing that on purpose, maybe to bait a response against something like Muta, because otherwise, yeah, I don't know that he needed to do that, because saturation on his other bases is quicker, so economically it's basically worse to take those gases first. So I think he's trying to play more mind games here, but not sure that it's going to work. And as far as the Carapace, you can still transition into Roaches after, but a lot of the time you see heavier Link play and more aggressive play with a Carapace, and maybe a combination of Link into Ravager can work out really nicely.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point. I do like that there's a faster layer for Solar, so he's going to have glial reconstitution a little quicker, to say the least.
No, yeah, I mean, Ragnarok is effectively, or should be effectively all in. I'm a little bit surprised that he's not moving out yet. But he will be moving out soon, I would imagine. I mean, he has so many units. As he proves me wrong, he's going to take a 4th at the same time as Solar. So just looking to chill with this and absorb. And Solar is just going to respect that. So
yeah,
interesting.
Very cool stuff. Ragnarok trying to get a nice little Ling run by over here. Okay, let's see if he can pull it off.
Yeah, there's 2 Banelings they're waiting, but there is Carapace as well on the side of Ragnarok. So the Banelings are not going to accomplish their task here. And Ragnarok taxing a few more Zerglings before focusing on the 4th. So a similar position with different units. Last time around, the 4th was sniped after it was already completed by the surprise roaches. This time around, it's that gaggle of links that uses the +1 Carapace really nicely in this particular position, because the Banelings are not really what they wanted to be. So already kind of getting some juice out of that, like kind of playing consistently with his upgrade is Ragnarok. And once again, he has the significantly faster 4th and better economy as a result moving into the mid game.
Oh, absolutely. And I like we have tunneling claws being researched here from Solar. He's going for some burrowed roaches.
That's very nice, actually. What do you think, Dave?
I think it can lead to some spice, but that being said, we get another Spire from Ragnarok. I don't know about you, but usually these burrowed roach versus Muta games can be pretty interesting. It can go either way, but it looks like Solar's going for a push, even though he just got supply blocked.
Yeah, the Spire is interesting because he's nearly maxed, so he's maybe looking for a Muta switch of sorts. This is effectively Roach versus Roach, and if there aren't Overseers everywhere for Ragnarok, Solar will be looking for that economic edge. Like, that's how he would get back. Ragnarok does have Overlords patrolling over him, though, so there's a good chance that he can spot Roaches burrowing at some point. Very good map vision from both players. So if Solar wants to make a Roach burrow play, it might have to be from all the way back home. And now he is backing with all of his Roaches, so let's see if some small pockets of Roaches now burrow to try and get to different places. Yeah, you can zoom in, I believe.
Oh, yeah. Oh, zoom in? Yeah,
zoom in. Is he doing it? Where are those?
Yeah, he's just got them all kind of camping up over... Oh! Wait, he burrowed... Oh, in front of the Lings. That's not good.
Not good. Did he burrow in front of the Lings?
Yeah, he did burrow like right as they were dying. He dropped the burrow. So if Ragnarok was paying attention...
They died, or... Yeah, it looks like he was, because he's now morphing Overseers, right? So... yeah, it's possible he didn't see them. So there's this little contingency of burrowed roaches on the south here for Solar, looking to hit the 3rd base of Ragnarok. You need 3 roaches to one-shot drones, so I like 4 roaches, like Solar is doing right here, because, you know, one of them is probably gonna die relatively early, and then you can continue to one-shot drones after. So you can do a little bit of overkill.
Yeah, all right. And Ragnarok even making a transition to Lurkers as well. That's kind of interesting. The debate with the Mutas, but realistically there's some Hydras out to fight off Mutas and Overseers. It's definitely going to be an interesting skirmish. They're both maxed out.
Yeah, it's a great concave there for Ragnarok, so Solar thinks better of it. And yeah, a lot of it is going to come down to Lurkers. If they go there, it's kind of like the most effective way to trade. That's a nice catch for Ragnarok, and probably some pathing issues on the side of Solar.
Yeah, I love this patrol path Overseer, by the way, over here. Solar's not going to be able to get that run by.
No, I think the Overseer sees it too, right? Like,
yeah. Let's take a look in his vision. No, oh yeah, he does now.
Terrible, terrible damage.
So let's see. I mean, Solar being very risky here out on the map, because those Hydras aren't as retreatable as the rest of his army right now. So he has to be very, very careful not to overexpose himself before that Hydra upgrade is done. And now, I mean, maybe it's a little bit easier since the patch to kind of have your Hydras out with the rest of your Roaches out on the map, but he still has to be pretty careful here. Solar does. This is a very potent army, though, on the side of Solar. So let's see if we can make something happen here.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Seismic Spine's being researched for Ragnarok in the meantime behind this. So I think he's going to try to maybe cheek out some lurkers in the back of this. But yeah, like you said, this is a scary army from Solar.
Yeah, Ragnar playing a beautiful game here, absorbing very well, and he will be faster, I think, to the lurkers. So even though Solar has had those hydras for so long, it's the better upgrades already finishing, right? Whereas Solar's hive is now just completing. Ragnarok will have the capacity to transition into those lurkers, and he doesn't make hydras until he has that ability, but he overextends a little bit. Maybe Solar could have turned around a little bit sooner. Now the entire army of Ragnarok is here, so if you're Solar, you have to be careful instead. And he will know better to back away.
Yeah, that was a good side. Funnily enough, hope I can fix this. On this map, the KSL logo, if you... oh, you may not see it because you if you don't have the mod file, but I have the mod file. It's inverted. No worries. It's just we did make one. It's upside down.
Oh, nice. That's unlucky. Well... Unluckily also is for Solar here that the lurkers of Ragnarok are already out and in full force, already with the upgrade completed as well for the range, as they now research the burrow upgrade, which is kind of potentially go time for Ragnarok if he wants to continue to be aggressive. On the bright side for Solar, if you're concerned with that, he has taken an extra base, but he can't really give up map control, Dave. He has to kind of stay out with his army, because if he isn't pressuring Ragnarok, then Ragnarok can potentially move out with the lurkers. And if you gain a strong position offensively with the lurkers, then it can be lights out pretty fast if your opponent can't match him. So, yeah, let's see if Solar can pull back Ragnarok or keeping on his side with this attack here on the right-hand side.
Well, he did have to do a full retreat for that roach run by, but I like the fact that he went into Vipers. I think that was a smart move.
Yeah, and again, that little run by as well makes Ragnarok move over his army to the right and burrow some lurkers, get some more defense there. So let's see if Solar can continue to do this and buy himself time. For the time being, the answer is yes. He is doing so successfully. And Vipers, like you said, would be really, really nice here. Once they are up, they can trade effectively with those lurkers. And now it's kind of on the onus is on Ragnarok to either make something happen quickly, which now he might be trying to do, or get his own Vipers and play for the cost efficiency. Not a good fight here for Ragnarok.
No, that was a little premature of a drop for sure. Vipers getting abducted. I kind of like that, Cats. Vipers become just as important as the lurkers in this matchup, obviously.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, Vipers are great to abduct if you have enough hydras to kill them. It's true for Solar, not true for Ragnarok. But yeah, I mean, that was a very poor fight for Ragnarok to take down the ramp into lurkers. You never want to go down a choke into fanned out lurkers, so that was never going to look good. 30 supply was the difference after that. And now Ragnarok is just going to GG as Solar gets himself a good position with his own lurkers. What a game there. I felt like Ragnarok had the better position. It's just a little bit of an overextension there. He even had his own Vipers, so I don't think he needed to go down that ramp at all.
No, I don't think so. Damn. And looks like we have a game 3.
Yeah.
Very cool stuff. And thanks again, Cats. Guys, Cats is streaming here as well. Please do go check him out. Bye.
I guess I didn't put my stream on the Team Liquid either.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention that in between. I'm sorry about that.
I'm sorry, no, that's my bad.
This is just as much, I was hoping that this would, I'm shocked to see that we had this happen, but it's just as much for you guys as it is the players. I always love your casting, and I'm honestly honored to have you with me.
Shit, I'm late to the lobby.
That's all right. I got you. Okay.
I'm joining.
No worries. So, good stuff.
Good stuff. Yeah, I'll probably take a short break after this one. How long do these usually go?
Well, they can zip by pretty quick usually. But they can have potential to go for, I'd say, usually 3 hours. We did have a little bit lower signups. Maru didn't sign up this week, unfortunately. We never know what we're gonna get, but you know, it's
How many signups this week? I mean, there's the quality of the players is undeniable.
we had 20 something. Let me just take a look real quick as we're getting into lobby.
Wait, so is this round of 8?
Oh, actually 30 signed up. But yeah, we're starting to get into the round of 8 a bit. But some people are still going on or didn't report scores maybe.
Awesome.
So yeah. Han Mono had the unfortunate start to fight Dark.
Who did? Homono?
Yeah, Han Mono. He was like, I don't like this bracket. Poor Han Mono.
Poor Homono. He got 2-0.
Yeah. They didn't report the scores. I don't know if it's still going on or they just forgot to report. I'm going to have to check on that.
All right. And yeah, for on-site gaming, on the bottom left-hand side of this massive map, it is this massive man. It's Solar. I got to play Homomo yesterday. He's cool.
Oh, yeah, definitely a great guy. And his opponent in the upper right, he's equally large and in charge. Give it up for our Alpha X Blue Zerg player. It is Ragnarok.
Yeah. Looking at, are those 3 dogs? Is that a Cerberus decal?
Oh, wait, on Solar's side? Where?
No, Ragnarok's.
Oh, yeah,
you don't see
I
the
think
3
it is.
dogs?
Yep, the 3 dogs right there. Yeah, I do believe it is the Cerberus.
That's cool.
That is kind of neat.
I wonder how you get that one, because they're all in-game, right? Like,
yeah. I'm not sure how you get that one, actually, but I've definitely seen it. That's definitely an interesting little detail. For sure.
As both players here are going to go one more time for the exact same opener, so you're not missing anything here. It's going to be 16 hatch. If you want to write it down, it's 16 hatch, 18 gas, 17 pool. And that is just nice and convenient. You can rally your drones, you know, right after saturating the mineral line. You rally your next drone to make the gas, and the drone that pops after to make the pool. And they just fit really nicely in a way where you don't need to take drones off your mineral line and interrupt your mining in any way. So it's just a nice fit. And here Solar even doing a extra cute thing here actually, and rallying to the natural. Oh no, he did saturate his main gas fully. So yeah, players just being efficient. That's what players do. And pretty much the same game.
I'm hoping we get some bangers tonight, cats. In the previous weeks, we've seen some really interesting stuff. Gumiho being Gumiho. Unfortunately, he didn't make it tonight, but still, we had some really fun games. I know Winter and Loco were extremely happy with the games, but it should be enough. You know, they like their meme games to cast.
That's awesome.
We all like our meme games to cast, but ultimately, everything we do is going to hopefully helps out. And guys, while we're at it, not to put a little commercial in, exclamation mark KSL. We're looking for more patrons. As I was saying before, cats, we have a $3,000 to $5,000 tournament coming up this summer. If this continues, at least the only limit is up to the patrons.
That's awesome. That is amazing. And yeah, so everyone should definitely check that out. And I'm glad that you guys are able to kind of help the Korean scene through this as well, right? So they got hit pretty hard there, and it's always good to see more opportunities for them to kind of play and earn their share of bread before something bigger comes along for them, because the GSL is not what it used to be in terms of prize pool at the moment. So definitely good to see this type of initiative.
Oh yeah, for sure. And realistically, we'll have to see what happens with Stormgate too. If maybe these guys will move on, I'm sure. As Chicken Man was talking about, with many of us are big fans of the community, so I wouldn't be surprised if the Korean players as well maybe have an opportunity to make some money on that regard too.
On Stormgate?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of them will switch over. I think most StarCraft pros probably will at least give the game a fair shake. So should be exciting times ahead for that.
I will say one person who's really disappointed with the news is Zest. I reached out to him just to say hi and see what's going on. And he's just like, yeah, it's unlucky. I was kind of really looking forward to coming back to playing. When he's done, he was already thinking about it. He was just like, oh, I'm done playing forever. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. We'll see what happens indeed. Strangely on this map, nothing much different is happening. And I say strangely because it is such a large map. So if I had to guess, this is the kind of map where you can get a little bit more aggressive with links and the likes because they cross so fast. We're going to Muta, and it does seem actually that Ragnarok is going to be going for some sort of a link here, as he's now morphing Banelings. A base number of roaches here is just going to be 6 at the front, and then the rest is going to be link reinforcements. I don't know if this is going to work for Ragnarok, but he believes in it. He's going for this round, but the Banelings are quick to react on the side of Solar, and now turning around, looking for the links, but finding no connections at the moment, and that's going to enable Ragnarok to actually find really good angles here, but despite on the high ground for Solar, does so much damage, takes down one of the very key roaches, because that's kind of just like all the backline damage that Ragnarok has. So it looks like Solar is gonna hold, and with that, I mean, probably just win.
Yeah, that looked very committed indeed, Cats, and it was kind of teeter-tottering back and forth, but it's still a pretty good defense from Solar. Very cool stuff. Gets a couple lings into the natural a little bit. Is it going to be enough? Buy him some time in this game.
Hey, gets us around on the roaches as a result, actually, because, you know, Ragnarok's probably scrambling to, or Solar's probably scrambling to just keep track of those links that are running in. So at least kills 3 roaches, Ragnarok, but I don't see how you transition from here. Solar is already at 50 workers versus just 35 on the side of Ragnarok. The only chance that Ragnarok would have is if Solar overcommits to aggression, and he can wipe him, like just have enough army to wipe him and then cross the map again. But it just seems so very unlikely that Solar is going to do that anytime soon. If Solar just sits back and makes units right now, if he catches wind of... Yeah, thank you. Jeez.
Wow,
Yeah,
Solar did it.
Solar did it. Yeah, and that's, I think, why Ragnarok leaves too, right? It's like, okay, Solar, you didn't attack me. And every second that Solar doesn't attack him is another second that he's just... that it becomes like more and more impossible for him to come back, because economically he's just out of the game.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. I was just updating the score for them. We'll see what we have going on here for matches.
We shall see. But yeah, I think I'll take a short break, Dave, and I might be back for the finals or semis or so.
Okay, cool. I'll try to keep this open. So if you want to hop back in, by all means, if you want to cast on your own too, whatever you'd like, Mr. Katz. I appreciate you.
All right, my pleasure, Dave. Great initiative, and yeah, I'll catch you in a bit probably.
Thank you,
my friends.
You too.
Bye-bye.
All right, so that was Mr. Katz. Very cool stuff. Thank you, Katz, for hanging out with us. He's taking a break. All right. Looks like we're on to another ZVZ chat. Now I can catch up with you. I see some people coming and going. I hope you guys are enjoying the tournament. Welcome, everybody. So we have Solar versus Dark coming up. It's not often that Dave gets ZVZs back to back. Definitely a different outcome, as many of you know. Earlier on, I couldn't thank Flapjack, 2M, SSM2, and Waraz for the sub. Thank you guys for the raid, the follow, and the sub. Guys, smash that follow button. And if you want to help out the tournament, we do have a match arena. Honestly, guys, that's one thing I could write off on my list of accomplishments in StarCraft. I've casted with cats. Let's fucking go. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to be a whatever, but I can fanboy now. No Dave Cats casted with me. I love cats, though. It sounds like he's a little tired and stuff, you know, but he's literally... Hopefully we can get him hyped up one of these days if it's on another side. You know how Cats is when he's in full hype mode, and that's the thing. But he's got a great dynamic as a caster. It's just something I've always enjoyed of his casting. Oh, Steadfast got another lobby, I guess. You farted and it really stinks, huh? I have that part too. That's true. I mean, it's the first time. I hope you guys are enjoying it. We have Scarlet casting, guys. Scarlet is casting tonight. Incredible stuff. This is a unique week for sure. Oh, Scarlet's casting with Sal? Is she really? On the upper bracket, Hero versus Creators going on. Interestingly enough, and the winner goes on to fight Cure. So we do have a Protoss. Is Hero going to make it to the round of 4, the semifinals? Are we going to actually see a Protoss do something this week? We actually have some dynamic. That's the thing is, yes, we're going to have different stuff, but with ZVZs this week, it's great. You quit quickly, Gene Sim. That's funny. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Ancient Cistern in the red. Give it up for Dark from Dragon Kitesy Gaming DKZ. And his opponent in the upper right, he's blue. Representing Onside Gaming, give it up for Solar. Knucklehead, how you doing? Yeah, why is Steadfast on the PvP and I'm on the ZVZ? I'm surprised Steadfast and Sal aren't going, but this is a special treat to have all these people win. We have Cats this week. I don't know where Beowulf is. I thought he was going to be casting. I don't see him. I should have messaged him just to see how he's doing all right. He did mention it, but it's okay. He can have recast. He'll be in when he can. We love our boy Bale, too. We have all the caster fans. One day, hopefully, Zombie Grub will be on, and Nathanius wants to. Nathanius said he would cast with Chicken Man and I. So I'm very honored that this is happening, guys. I'm very honored that we have you guys to thank. The patrons. It's big Skitoo. But yeah, how about that, Skitoo? We got Sal and Scarlet casting. Thanks for letting me know. I was actually going to be like, let's see if we can get Scarlet. Yeah. And we're thankful for everybody. Poor Cats didn't realize to go on Team Liquid. I'm always looking out for my friends on that. I just got a little wrapped up in the casting here and stuff. And did have a few issues. It's just how it works out sometimes, though. Anyway, yes, Steadfast would probably be a better candidate here. The Cranky Ducklings are also casting this, as well as Kano and Alexander Enke, I believe. So we are all on this series. This is the lower side semifinals. Oh, Sal's not casting. Somebody mentioned... Oh. I thought that's what you said, Gene Sim. My mistake. But still, Scarlet is... Maybe we can convince Scarlet one of these days to come in on a cast. It might not be rude of me to ask right now, but I bet you if this ends up being as good as it is, this could be a lot of fun and different mixes of casters, more casually than a premier tournament, but more fun as my prediction as time goes on. Alrighty. I hope you guys agree. I'm just happy to see this. I don't think we're going to see him, but I would really love to see Fear Dragon kick in. That would be awesome. The fact that Wardy recast this and all of you on. Guys, do me a favor before we end tonight. I would like you guys to let me know what the best series of the night is. From all sides, any of you bouncing around streams. Which ones you guys think ends up being there. I think the last series was a pretty good ZVZ. I'm going to just try to find stuff. I'm trying to vet for Loco and Winter is why. So we can give them the best content to hopefully help those guys out as well. They're doing us a huge favor as well. They're doing the Korean players a huge favor. They're just like all of us. We're all one big happy Starcraft family. Everybody's doing their part to get us patrons. Fucking Sal, true. I wish I could convince Sal to cast sometime. He's a little mad at me, but I know there's nothing but love for Sal from Dave. After that one Artosis moment we shall not talk about. You know, I'm not... Well, that was a nice little denial on that Ling Scout. Let's get talking about the game here. Roach Warren is going to finish up for Solar before Mr. Dark. Dark not even going for yet. He goes for the Evo first. But that's Roach Warren is finishing up. And +1 on the way. +1 ranged attacks for Solar. Dark... He's just going Ling Bane. And honestly, maybe he's just trying to overwhelm in numbers. So far, the Roach Warren is not scouted. I love that Solar put this in the back of his base. You might call that two-based. I hope you guys are liking the tournament. I know it's not the usual stuff. I'm starting to get over the Kirktown edge tomorrow. Let's hope I get all my shit done. I have a lot to do in the next couple weeks. This weekend, I might try to take the dedication to prepare for work. Oh, Baneling trying to make its way in is going to be shut down. Does get a creep tumor, funnily enough. And, yeah, we'll see what happens from here. All right, Brilliant Pay with the Lings flocking into the sides. All right. But, yeah, this is pretty fucking awesome. Solar and Dark. All right, obviously the Roach Wars aren't going to be getting into play here. Roach Warren just finishing up for Dark. He hasn't really taken any extra... His tube gases in his main base, but it doesn't look like he's going to do a muted transition or anything. He's going into +1 ranged attacks. +1 is going to be a little bit faster for Solar, to say the least. That being said, there's a ton of Lings on this map for Dark. Dark's just got wings, Lings everywhere. He's got more Overlords. So some incredible map vision. That being said, a lot of Ling Bane, but he's going to be behind on Roaches. Alright, it's just a little bit of a Roach printer from both of them for a bit. It is 3-hatch to 3-hatch. And a lot of map presence with these Lings from Mr. Dark. That being said, it's still decent vision from both of them. I love how Solar's going for a little bit of Scouters, with the Scouter Ling right there, trying to see what's going on. There's no Overlords over here. Okay, we do have one on this kind of side of the 4th base, or triangle 3rd of Solar, but we'll see what happens. It's a big army. It could be a huge Bane bust after, but a big run by would be huge. This isn't a full choke point in the wall, and the Lings look like they could get in. However, there's some defensive Banelings to help, as well as the Roaches. All right, let's take a look at the supply. Army supply massively in favor of Solar. He's got 24 Roaches, and Dark's trying desperately to get them out. At the same time, the reason why Solar is not pushing out... Ooh, beautiful Bane connection. Dark is now leading in drones, however. The reason Solar is not pushing out, if I am to guess, is simply the fact that he wants to gather up more forces, and he knows there's all those Lings for run-bys. He doesn't want to lose the game by losing his economy. Good amount of Banelings here. Glial Reconstitution going to finish for Solar faster as well. Overseer is going to live for now, but the Roaches are coming. They are right the hell at Dark's doorstep, and he is taking a massive army supply lead. Banelings could actually help in this case to soften this up. That's a smart move to target the Banes, actually. I know they're not great against Roaches, but when you can combine everything together, it's a little rough. Oh, kind of a rough fight, but still, the numbers game is looking very good for Solar. Damn, 4 drones fall. Drones are pulled to help fight. Everything's enforced. The Spine's actually doing some good work, but I think this is looking very good for Solar. Look at that supply. It's 82 to 44. GG. Solar takes game number 1. Very cool stuff. Very, very cool stuff. That was a sick ZVZ, guys. I don't know. Yeah, we got stuff fighting here, but I'm so happy to see we have so much talent on tonight, too. Yeah, we're only an hour and 40 minutes in, and we're this far into the tournament. These guys are steamrolling it this week. Olivera got 2-0'd by Cure a little earlier. They're on game number 3 of Hero versus Creator, by the way. Winner goes on to fight Cure. Hopefully everything works out together where I can be on that side too, so we can see the winner of Creator, Hero versus Cure, a TVP, a matchup that I love casting. But this is already a bit of a banger. All right, this time a color switch. Spawning in the upper right-hand corner. Well, actually, no, it wasn't. Of Royal Blood in the red. Give it up for Dragon Kitesy Gaming's Dark. And his opponent in the bottom left, he's blue. Give it up for Onside Gaming's Solar. And he is up a point. Coming in strong tonight. Guys, thank you for all the support today. I did have to reboot my computer to get this going again. And a huge shout out to Nish, the Starcraft Observer, who is casting this on TikTok. We're bringing it live to the TikTok fans. Any TikTok people out there, I hope you're enjoying probably the first pro tournament ever casted on TikTok, by the way, guys. So really huge thanks to Nish. Guys, make sure you're following the StarCraft Observer on TikTok, Twitter, Reddit, Instagram, you name it. Telegram, your telephone, your fax machine. What was map 1? I am drawing a blank with what it was, but it was... how you doing, Poriforion, by the way? I really apologize, guys, but when I have a co-caster, especially cats, it's a bit of a guest of honor, if you will, for me. But you know how it is with casting with people anyway. I kind of do similarly with Florencio or Chicken Man or anybody. But very cool stuff. All right, it's looking to be pretty standard from both of them in game number 2. I'm sure Dark is in it for wanting to come back here. We'll see what happens. It's game number 3 on the other side. Yeah. Is Solar gonna be able to take it in a 2-0, or is Dark coming back? Feel like that could be a bit of an upset. Solar is a really good player, and at times I feel an underrated player. If he beats Dark, you know he's going to be on cloud 9, so he might be playing strong and wanting to win the finals. Because this is the lower bracket semifinals. This is where the money's starting to go up in the pool a little bit. And also, guys, again, if you want to become a patron, !KSL, and do have it. You're awesome, Reza. I don't know. I'm loving this shit out of this. I'm thankful we're going to be moving this next week. I don't know if there's going to be a lapse for my casting, but it should work out good. We're going to be moving the date to Friday night, so that means I'm probably not going to be drinking on Friday nights. And I'm obviously going to be changing the drinking and going back to being good Dave and getting everything in line like I needed to, because things are falling into place. But I still will be around to cast KSL and ESL and some other things. Sadly, we won't have as much laddering and stuff, I'm sure. I'm going to try to take care of myself, but realistically, you know me, Reza. You guys know I'm going to be doing the best I can to still be a streamer. Maybe I'll be able to get Twitch partner with streaming less. It's quite possible. That is my 2023 goal on the Twitch side. Better quality content, even if it's in lesser numbers. Dude, I love you too, man. I appreciate that, Reza. You've been a huge supporter for quite a while now. And the fact that you still watch my stream, I always am trying to improve, but I do my own thing, as you know. Alrighty. Ooh, nice catch on the Lings right here. And thank you again for the $200 donation earlier today. It's no shame in me saying it, guys. Sub to Dave, not a scam. Donate to Dave. And grow inches on your penis. What? Did I say that out loud? Anyway. Either way, the outcome's the same. Unless you're female. Alright, well, that was quite the chase. That was the most one-sided battle I've seen in a minute here. Alright, Queen's trying to take care of this Overlord, but it is going to be defended by the rocks. Solar just sticking a few lings out at a time. He wants scouting information. He is going to see the double gas. It is a Roach Warren coming down, though, for Dark. Solar already has 9 Roaches coming, but Dark is going for that fast +1 ranged attack. So while he'll have fewer numbers, he is going to have a quicker +1 for his Roaches. Actually, is he? Yeah, Solar is not going for +1 yet. Interesting. That said, it's only 2 gases for Solar. Dark does have that third one. I think this is going to be a timing attack from Solar. He wants to hit with more Roaches earlier. Yeah, but there's a ton of Lings in production. 4 drones fall. There's a Baneling bust on to the third of Mr. Solar. What was that sentence? Well, basically, sub to Dave and have a massive wang. It's okay, Mod. The human wang's a beautiful thing. Saying. Alright. I like the spines, but you know something? The Roaches aren't done in time. This is a beautiful attack from Solar. He's forcing drones off mining. He's going to catch some on the side. He has Lings with it. He's going to attack this third base. The Roaches are going to pop out here from Dark eventually. But is Solar just going to clean this up? He's got more reinforcements coming to clean it up the drones. He's moving right along. He's going to take out the third hatch. There's a good amount of army for Dark, but I don't think it's going to be enough. He is going to have that power spike with +1. He started Glial Ray Constitution. He's going for Ventral Sac Overlords. What the deuce? And thank you for the follow. Wrath of Ire. Gaining 0.5 inches in one shot. How you doing, PCH? Hopefully Cats will be joining me again for the finals, or maybe it'll be Chicken Man Dave and Cats. And at least the man of chickens will be with me as well. Cats did go for a little bit of a break. I hope he's not disappointed with some of this. It is flying tonight, though. The fact that we're on the lower bracket semifinals is something. Oh, man, look at this right here. Oh, Corrosive Bile does land on the Roaches. We'll see what happens from here. It is pretty cool stuff. I bet you Sal is so disappointed he didn't get to cast Maru. Sal would probably be like, out of all the things, it was on his bucket list to cast Maru. And welcome PCH again, by the way, too. All right. Dark is going to find some counter damage. The army supply is looking pretty even. But that being said, he has that +1 power spike ahead of Solar. Solar is getting some more units out. Solar's going to take it at 2-0. That's it. That's the lower bracket semifinals. Or Solar 2-0. Damn. Yeah, and a clean sweep. We had some other ones earlier. Creator. Vetoing, okay. All right, here we go. I guess Cats is going to sign off for the night. And Chicken Man. Okay, it's Cure versus Hero now. We have a TVP finals. Cure versus, or semifinals in the upper bracket side. Okay. All right, guys. So Katz is going to be joining Scarlet and Sal, I think, for a cast. That sounds pretty cool. All right.
Dave Bubala,
What is up, Chicken Man?
how's it going, my friend?
Good, you?
Oh, it's going awesome.
So did you? I take it you got a chance to cast with Katz then?
Yeah, we did Epic versus Cure. He popped into the channel like right as you got into that first match.
Uh-huh.
Like, well, let's hop into something. So I did get to cast them, which was an absolute pleasure. Obviously, he's a lovely human being.
Hell yeah.
And I think he's casting with Scarlet now, right?
Yeah, and Sal.
And Sal?
Yeah. It's Sal's casting that on Scarlet's
Oh, that's
stream.
incredible. I love it. Oh, that's good content, honestly.
I would look forward to watching it after. Do you want to do the honors, sir, Mr. Man?
Oh, I would love to. Here in this PVT, we're popping into Babylon. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner, we have the red Terran player. For Team NV, it is Cure.
And his opponent in the bottom right, as Yeti said in chat, it's actually Kirktown Starcraft League. Give it up for Dragon Kitesy Gaming's Hero in the blue. Very good night tonight. I mean, I know we have a different... I don't know about you. It's exciting to see a change of pace in players. Like you said, we get some...
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, I'm very happy to see... You know, obviously having Maru and Beyond in the bracket is always sick. But I feel like today we do have like a different set of players. We've got a few players who haven't played... Or I think they have played, but we haven't seen as much of in previous weeks. You know what I noticed, though, is this week is just a mirror matchup week.
Yeah, this week is. I couldn't tell you the last time I had back-to-back ZVZs. Like, that was cool,
It's so rare. But then on the top side of the bracket, it was PvP City and TVT City. So, like, it's all mirror matchups until literally right now. This is, like, the first non-mirror matchup.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, too. TVP, PVT is one of my favorite matchups. Can be molding on both sides for the players, but especially with Hero and Cure. Very good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it should be a really sick match. These guys are very similarly very well matched. I think Hero is going to be the favorite, but only by a little bit. Like, Cure absolutely has a chance to even like 2-0. Things can go either way in this matchup, which always makes it exciting. I hope we see some spicy builds.
Yeah. For sure. Well, we just got an Adept opener for now. It's going to be Warp Gate. Speaking of spicy, actually, I like the Robo from Hero. Very cool stuff. He's not just going Stargate or Twilight. He's going right into Robo.
Yeah, the Robo first. That's kind of interesting. I mean, it's likely going to be quick Colossi. Could be something fun, though, like Disruptor drops. Might be cool to see.
And he may just have it defensively. Maybe, you know, he scouts him 1-1-1. He's thinking maybe there could be an armory behind here. I want a fast observer. You know, it's all sorts.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. We also don't know like what the internal meta is. These guys we used to talk about it when players were on teams together, but these days the Korean players are all so tight knit that they constantly practice with each other. They're hitting each other on ladder every day. They might have like kind of a weird meta going on that I think it's always kind of funny to try to take into account. Maybe Cure has been doing fast armory builds, like you said, and so Hero's like, no, you're not getting me with that today.
Yeah. Oh man, some of these guys may feel it's a little unlucky. I gotta say, with this, this is a spicy build. So it's actually just Marines in this drop from Cure. He's not actually using. Did he switch away from the Widowmine? Is it still there? Yeah, where's that Widowmine? Oh, he's in defense?
Yeah, I don't think he has much information about what's going on, so he might be a little bit worried about what's happening on this side of the map. But Hero, look at the second observer is going to spot the drop. He warps in 3 Stalkers. He is just ready to go. I mean, this is as defended as you can be. Hero's got to be very happy with this opening.
Oh, yeah. The only thing is opening a Robo and going into Colossi, which is probably the case, like you said, the one Hellions out in the map, it's going to be good for the bio, but with a tank Raven push, he's going to probably be missing some Chargy boys, in my opinion. Maybe some Blink Stalkers out of it, just for the tanks.
Yeah, I think you're right. If Cure does decide to go for a relatively quick push here, with a Raven that can shut down the Colossus, with the tanks which outrange the Colossi, I think that can be a really strong push if he hits relatively quickly, but at the same time, Cure might just kind of chill back at home for a while. He's got a couple more barracks coming up. He probably wants to get into Stim +1, that kind of thing. So it might be a while before he moves out, and that could give Hero time to get into some further tech.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That +1 coming. I like +1 ground weapons coming with the extended thermal lance for Hero too, and he's posturing for his 3rd base. It's good stuff.
Yep. Pretty solid little opening here. Again, just great defense from Hero in that first drop. Cure does still have it out here, but it's not really much he can do with it at this point. I feel like trying to get it out and get it home is almost better.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Hellions still, like, lingering on here for a bit, and I like this little scouter probe from Hero. Hero always with these cheeky little maneuvers. It's, like, hidden right here between this, like, nice little pink-red bonsai tree thing. Whatever the hell it is. Alien bonsai. But, yeah. Man, tonight has been flying, though. We're 2 hours in, and already on one side of the semifinals done, the upper bracket going just here.
Yeah, it is going quite quick, isn't it? Now that you say that, yeah, we're what, an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes in, and I mean this is second semis already. But I have a feeling this series might go pretty long, and whatever the finals ends up being is bound to go decently long. I'd love to see Pure versus Solar. Honestly, I feel like that's the finals I'm hoping for. But there's no bad situation here. Hero versus Solar would be just as dope.
Yeah, we got to give Sal a thank you too for being on. That just adds for content right there. We'll probably see Stelfast. I'm surprised.
Listen, I don't have to say thank you to Sal for anything.
True.
That's not true. I owe Sal so much. It's actually insane. Cure gets deflected. He again goes for the drop, but like, Hero just had Stalkers here still. Like, nothing changed. I'm really surprised Cure went for that. That was weird.
Yeah, honestly, even with the 4 it was just 4 Stalkers though. He has 3 medevacs. I think he could have just beat him in brute force. He might have lost a medevac, but I do agree. It was kind of a little reckless.
Yeah, I do like this though. Now he's got units on the top side as well. And I'm glad he kept this triple drop alive, because now he's going to have pressure on both sides, right? Hero has to respect both little groups. He can't just push out to one, because even this like double Colossus Disruptor army on the left side, if the bio gets on top of that, I mean it's going to be over. A drop on top of that army with those 3 medevacs kills it.
Oh yeah, it is luckily only 3 Marauders, and there is a Disruptor with that little left flank contingent there. But still, like you said, it is definitely powerful. Okay, looks like Cure's going for a powerhouse hit here. He's setting up for it. He got Ghost on the way. He got Vikings. He's getting his armory. He has his 1-1. And Hero is going into +2 ground weapons.
Yeah, look at Cure's supply. He is kind of skyrocketing ahead. Like, he's only killed a couple of probes, but he's 13 workers ahead. He has full 3-base saturation. He's up even a little bit of army supply. Hero's got some of his army out here. The Disruptors can be huge to cover his retreat. There is a Raven that can shut down 2 of these units at any point. They need to be really careful about that.
All right, so we do have Chargy boys at least on the optimistic side for Hero. A couple.
Oh my God, the Raven just dove forward. It dies. It does shut down 1 Colossus.
Oh, but
you're right. Those Chargelets diving forward.
Oh, those Colossi
are gonna be
really injured.
Yeah, they're injured, but they're staying alive. The Archons out front are huge. There was a nice EMP, but it's not enough for Cure to actually take that fight. It was just one tank, and it felt like Hero jumped on it at just the right moment. Ooh, can try to go for a counterattack. Cure's army is really weak out here, but he does have some reinforcements coming in. Hits a nice EMP, takes down that Disruptor. The 3 Colossi are still so scary. The Vikings are going to help a little bit, but the Stalkers take them right on down. SCV's being pulled to try to hold on. Cure, it felt like he was doing so good, but then Hero takes one good fight, counterattacks, and just like that, the game is over.
Pro-tossed.
Protoss, dude. He got deathballed.
Yeah.
There's like Colossi in there, Archons. That was like a classic Wings of Liberty mix-up.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Very cool stuff. I also was going to say, Chicken Man, apparently, I'm going to have to take eyes on this. I am being recasted on the Starcraft Observer on TikTok for probably the first professional Starcraft event on a TikTok.
The Starcraft Observer. Oh my god. Could that be a little nishy?
That is little nishy. I'm going to have to pop that up. Just curious to see how it's going.
Oh, that's
for him.
awesome.
Hopefully it helps out. He's asked, and I'm like, by all means.
Yeah, guys, go check that out. I mean, I don't know, you Zoomers out there using TikTok. I do not understand. I tried, and I failed. And I never felt more like a boomer than when I like uploaded one TikTok and like tried to look at TikTok for the day, and I got confused, and I got a little salty. I won't lie. But yeah, you guys should go check that out. That's really cool. Professional Starcraft on TikTok. Thanks, Nish.
Thank you, Nish. Yeah, this is great stuff. Very cool stuff. Why am I not am I not logged in? Oh, okay. Now I understand why. But yeah, something I thought of at some point in time, especially with my changes in life. I might give it a go and try doing some TikTok action.
Yeah. Do you use TikTok? Have you like been on it?
Very little for the Bang video, and occasionally I comment, and I've definitely fell down that rabbit hole of watching things. Do you want to keep the same, or do you want to change it up today for this one for the intros?
Oh, it's all you, bud. Get it.
Spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Gressvan. Is he going to take advantage of a Terran-favored map, in my opinion? Give it up for Team NV's Cure in the red.
Terran favored perhaps, but I feel like his opponent thrives when he's not the favored player sometimes. In the lower right for Dragon Kitesy Gaming, it is Hero.
And that being said, I have a lot of long cocks from Gene Simmon chat, and SROS, you have a good night. Thank you. Anybody looking to support the tournament, please consider becoming a patron. If you want to add a few dollars for tonight's tournament, if you like it, ! Matcherino. You'll have all the codes.
Yep. We already have $25 in there, thanks to Odie TTV, who also played.
And he played.
Today. So that's going to bring our prize pool to $425 for the day. If you're thinking, you know what, I got $20 knocking around or something, let me drop that into the match, Reno. That'll help out today's prize pool. But if you're like, I make too much money every month, and some of that should go to StarCraft, you got to check out the Patreon, because then your money can go to StarCraft, to this, and to our big tournament that's coming this summer.
Oh, I'm excited. That's going to be exciting. Kat sounded pretty excited about that as well. I think maybe we can make a mention. I might shoot Scarlett a message in between if we have time. Just if she could mention that. She got on a little late, but we're happy to have the amount of viewership we have in total tonight is pretty sick.
It really is. It really is. Stoked to see her casting. I didn't know she was in there with Sal too. That's extra good. And now Kat's. I mean, what a team.
Yeah, I think. But as Yeti said, Yeti goes, "This is our favorite. This is his favorite two casters." And now I'm starting to believe you guys. I think Chicken Man Testa has become a duo of the ages.
I mean, of course. You know, we're one of the top tier duos.
Hell yeah. And, well, this Reaper's trying being damn annoying, but I don't think it's going to find much value, Chicken Man.
Yeah, it's like really trying to get in there, but not really able to. And again, Cure doesn't really have a scout on what's going on. It happened last game too. I don't think it really impacted the game, but against Hero of all players, I think you really need to know what he's doing.
Oh yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
There's going to be another Widowmine opening from Cure. This one feels like it's going to be a Widowmine drop. Something about it, I feel like we're getting like a 2 Widowmine drop or a 3 Widowmine drop here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Start this game off.
I think I'm having some internet issues tonight. Unfortunately, chat, we had some stuff. I'm just testing some things.
Those dang ol' ISPs getting you again.
Absolutely. And yeah. I will say this, Chicken Man.
Warp Prism. What's up?
Yeah, Warp Prism opener against potential Widowmine drop. I think you might be. Well, it's just the one Widowmine again. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, maybe it's just the Marines again. It is kind of the same. Looks like the same opening here from Cure.
And similar opening to from Hero.
Yeah, very similar, except that Prism first. So he's going to put some pressure on with a couple of Adepts and a Stalker. I guess that one shot's SCVs, so that makes sense. But he's going to be able to take advantage of the fact that Cure is moving out. It is a Widowmine drop. After all that,
Yeah.
all the questioning. But the Marines are back home to defend. They don't really have any upgrades yet, though. They can't catch this Prism very effectively. They can just kind of follow it around while Hero micros and one-taps these SCVs. Looks like 5 workers going down. Gets that Stalker out of there. But let's see if the Widowmine drop can get anything done. Cure doesn't seem to really be watching it. He finally boosts in, drops the Widowmines, but there's an Observer here, so neither of them connect to anything.
That being said, Hero's still getting some extra collateral damage here. 6 workers and more falling this early, and the Stalker just falls.
He lost the Stalker, though, so, I mean, basically, Cure is going to win this game now. But, yeah, I mean, insanely good trades for Hero to start this off. And he's going to warp in a few Zealots and then try to keep this damage going.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's got a lot of stuff here. There's 7 Stalkers showing up. Cure does have a tank and a bunker, but Hero's just going to try to bust the bunker. He's got the Prism for fancy micro, which he's currently not really using, but he's going to take down the tank, takes down the bunker. Auto turret comes down. Cure does have quite a few Marines here, but he's got to pull the SCVs, and there's just not enough here for Cure. I think Hero's just going to bop him right now.
Yeah, I do too, and he doesn't even have charge. He doesn't have upgrades.
No.
Are we watching
His Twilight Council just finished.
Yeah.
This is a bop. This is what we call this in professional StarCraft. And Hero's the king of them. And he gets another one. And he gets the 2-0. Jeez.
GG. All right.
It's wild. Only Hero can be like, hey, that harass went pretty well. I'll just kill you now.
All right, I'm going to try to look up what he's saying in chat.
Yeah, you let me know what Cure said at the end of that game.
All right, and Kira said, thank you for your effort.
Oh, that's very sweet.
Okay,
Well,
so it's Solar versus Hero.
There you go. PVZ finals, right? Just like that, we're into it. Yeah, this is
A lot
it's
of-
going super fast. 2 hours in, and we're starting the finals. At least it's a best of 5, so.
Yeah. Okay, or more. I'm just letting them know about the $3,000 to $5,000.
Right? Got to mention that tournament,
That's the important thing, guys. We're gonna have a big one,
which you can support via the Patreon.
and it's gonna be open to all servers, to the Europeans, to the Americans. Maybe
Oh,
we'll
we're
see-
gonna stay up to the DGen hours to cast that one. I'm ready.
Maybe we'll see Trigger and Estrella finals. That'd make Fear
Trigger,
Dragons.
Estrella finals.
That'd make Fear Dragons life. Super stoked.
No, me too. I mean, it's gonna be dope.
We almost had special too. Could you imagine though? Like, I don't know what happened to Bale Wolf. I hope he's all right. Bale was looking forward.
Oh, he said he's gonna cast in the morning.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna cover the games in the morning. I saw him tweet about that earlier.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think it's a depending on the day if he can stay up.
Absolutely.
Speaking of which, though, I think today might be a good day to mention that not next week, but the week after, we will be moving the tournament one day later.
Yeah, we're going to be moving it to, I've been bringing that up a little bit. We're going to be moving it to Saturdays for the Koreans or Friday nights for us Americans, which is going to be better for all of us.
Nope.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I think it's better for a lot of, if anybody's casting it but has like normal lives too, like maybe you with with that job and all.
Yeah, coming up, real job.
Waking up, going to sleep late on a Friday is a lot easier sometimes.
Yeah, now I'm gonna be a
and
corporate
for
guy.
the Koreans, there was a pretty resounding confirmation that Saturday was at least a little bit better than Friday afternoon.
Yeah, I also have some news here. Welcome, Mr. Skylar. It is GM Skylar's birthday.
GM Skylar's
happy
birthday
to you,
Skylar.
And hello, Anakitos Mavi joining in here. I'm sorry I don't have my shit's so hecked. With this new job, I'm hoping in time I'll be able to pay off some debts, and I'm gonna build my first computer I've built in a long time. Is my goal from not being able to do as much as what I'd like to for some time. Then we'll see how it works out. You know?
Yep. It's a good first goal to have. It's actually one of the first things I did when I moved here and started working full time. Was I like upgraded my PC? Like the first couple of months, like once I started paying off my bills, I was like, "Ooh, look at all this extra money I have!" And then I bought a new graphics card and a new CPU, and I was like, "Hey, there goes all that money."
Yeah. Solar's taught. Oh, Kano. Kano wasn't in. I almost said, yeah, we're all here, and we forgot it.
No, Kano's here. Kano's in.
Okay.
I saw him in the lobby.
All right.
We Gucci. I just check KSL, and if I see anybody who's not a player, not in the game.
Yeah. All right. So
all right.
Let's go.
Grand finals time. Yeah, let's go, baby. Going into Babylon for game 1. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner. It is none other than the red Zerg player for Onside Gaming, Solar.
And his opponent in the bottom right, representing Dragon Kitesy Gaming, as I call it, in the blue. It is Hero. And it's also Yeti's birthday tomorrow. It is it is official Kirktown Day tomorrow, that means.
Wait, if it's tomorrow on the East Coast, that means it's today, right?
There, it's today. Yeti, is it today, the 24th? Happy birthday, Yeti.
Happy birthday, Yeti. Do we have any other birthdays around? Good job, guys. Congrats on making it this far.
Yeah, exactly. I just got to say, rip my liver. I drank 2 times yesterday in celebration of... I kid you not, because my sleep was stacked up.
All right, hold on real quick. Not to stop these birthday wishes, but can you explain to me what this wall is?
It's a classic Hero wall, not a wall. Hero, the man who does not read the Gemini guides.
I mean, listen, maybe he knows something I don't. It could be. But I am confused. this looks like too big of a space for a Zealot, right?
Yeah.
Is Hero just this confident that he doesn't need to worry about like early aggression from Solar?
Yeah. Apparently we got roasted on I'm reading the Cabal. They were a little disagreement on from Scarlet, and then they're like, maybe the tournament should be played on the Korean server because it's supposed to support the Koreans, which is true, but we're leaving it up to the patrons. If
you know,
wants to let them know.
that's a fair point. It's a fair point. We haven't fully figured out everything about the big tournament. We're obviously in the very early stages, just announcing that we're working on the planning. So, you know, anything's possible. It's certainly still up in the air. Getting that kind of feedback is actually really important.
Yeah, I mean, I thought about that as well, but I think ultimately, if we leave that open to the community, that is probably the way we should go. Anyway, we got a game going on here, and but we can talk about a chat. Please give us feedback on that. Skittu, if you're in here, I'm glad you're filling me in, but if you could let them know, it's all dependent on what the Patreons want, what the patrons want. We don't want to be misleading or anything, but it's what the community wants ultimately.
Yeah, certainly. And I think part of it too, we were planning on seeding in a lot of the players from these tournaments here, which would kind of give automatic seeds that favor the Koreans, right? So there is still that aspect of it too, but you know what?
Yeah,
certainly open to that feedback.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Okay, I like this depth pressure from Hero. Almost liked it, but that was a risky psionic transfer, chicken man.
Yeah, he's gonna lose both of these adepts. I think this one. No, they do both go down.
Solar unhinged, and yeah, again, not a big fan of the pylon wall here, but it is going to be the hero build. It would appear.
Yeah, I don't know what this. I feel like if Lings try to sneak by this, they get through.
Yeah, it's not even just getting through. Yeah, Warp Gate's not done. He only has one adept in defense. It's the pressure on the third. Sending the Oracle out right away was ambitious. I think he should have, when he lost the adepts, he should have just went right to triangle third and had it for defense immediately. But second Oracle is going to be able to do so.
Yeah, I mean, the Nexus does live. It eats a little bit of damage, but stay up. But that second Oracle does need to stay home to defend it for a little bit. Third Oracle on the way for Hero as well. He's not stopping that production.
All right. For sure. Absolutely. And
I like Gunso coming up now. Yeah. Oh, +1 melee here for Solar. So he's going to go heavy on the melee. I expect to see a Baneling Nest here in the next little bit, but Hero's going to put a little bit of pressure on. He's got the 2 Oracles in the back of the main. He's got Adepts going out at the front. And actually, they're going to catch a few Lings as well, just getting some early damage and giving them a bit more of an opening. There's some Queens around, but the Queens also have to protect against the Oracles. They're kind of on double duty right now.
Now, one thing I want to point out again, at least in my eyes, the first player I saw actually unfold the hero build when it was first coming out was Solar. I actually refer to it as the Solar defense when he caught on to the +1 Ling, usually going into a Baneling Nest. He's not going to go into a Baneling Nest, though. He's going into a Roach Warren, and I think Solar's adapted. He knows that Hero also knows, well, Blink Stalkers aren't the best against +1 Lings. He's going to go to charge. I think Roaches is a very good call in this case.
I mean, if you're up against the charge lots, I definitely like that. The +1 melee is going to be a little bit, I don't know, lackluster, a little bit pointless almost for Solar if he just sticks on Roaches. So we may end up seeing like a Roachling Bane composition out of him. Hero's just going to lose an Oracle flying over a Spore Crawler. I think he's just trying to see what's going on in Solar's base, but he hasn't spotted that Roach Warren. I think he's going to get surprised if a bunch of Roaches get made when he tries to attack with charge lots.
Yeah. Yep.
But Spire coming up as well for Solar. So he's getting into roaches. He's still got a bunch of lings out on the map. He's got +1 melee. It feels like Solar has got a lot of things cooking right now. And I'm a little worried that because it feels a little unfocused, he might take a lot of damage from this little push Hero's got going on, which also has 5 oracles with it.
Yeah. And a Spire coming down was actually another cheeky play. But yeah, this is a pretty strong push considering there's 5 oracles. That's a lot of queens. Charge lots are clumped up. The lings make their way into the shitty wall.
Yeah, I mean, with the roaches here, the oracles aren't going to win. Well, it looks like they are going to win this fight, but only just barely. The ground army, though, gets resoundingly defeated. And in the meantime, lings sneak in. They break through the wall. They get 5 kills. They get to scout everything that's going on, keeping the rest of Hero's army back at home to defend them. Losing the queens for Solar is very painful. But he's already got more popping out and 9 mutas on the way.
Yeah, and he's going into Storm. Classic high-level Protoss players walling off with your tack, which I'm not a big fan of. I don't know about you, Chicken Man, but I would have rather have seen Archons. He had the potential for roaches pushing him right the hell then, and Zealots just aren't going to cut it.
Yeah, I think Hero is kind of banking on not being hit right away. Of course, he can always morph the emergency Archons. But I do like that he's trying to get into the Storm. It's obviously a lot stronger and could be really good here as well. He is going to morph 2 Archons, though, because, again, he needs them in an emergency. Storm finishes up, but he's got no energy for it. So just going to be the Archons trying to defend. Oracle's trying to chase. Unfortunately, they don't shoot up. And Hero's panic-making Phoenixes, but +1 and 4 more mutas on the way. Solar is going to go heavy on the mutas.
That being said, I like the Phoenix production as well. I think with Blink coming, Phoenixes, it is a double forge. Interestingly enough, Hero didn't go for a forge. We both forgot about that. He did drop a double forge, so he wasn't even able to make photon cannons. But you're right, Solar doubling down on mutas and +1 flyer attacks.
The Oracles try to go for a little counterattack, and their job really was to pull the mutas back, which they very successfully did, but gonna lose one of the Oracles for it. Muta's trying to get some damage done now. Stalker's having a tough time getting up here, as are the Archons. A little bit late to the party. Only 3 probes going down, but Solar hitting on the left side as well. He wants to multi-prong Hero to death right now. Hero's army is kind of slow and clunky, and a lot of it doesn't shoot up, so he's got to split it appropriately.
Yeah, and luckily for him, too, it was +1 ground weapons that was denied when that forge fell. That's very rough, to say the least.
Yeah, it is very painful. It was very far away from finishing here, but certainly a good catch there for Solar. And he's just going to keep trying to get damage done, just avoiding the Archons more than anything else. There are a couple of Phoenixes out, but I think he's been killing them as well, so the Phoenix count hasn't ever really grown at all. And now the mutas. There are 25 mutas on the field right now, and they're just decimating these probes. Oh my god, 32 probes going down. Hero at half the workers of Solar.
Yeah, Solar's cracked today. I'm not going to lie. I'm hoping we get a 5-game series at least from how quick this tournament's been going on. But that being said, it's cool builds for both of them, but it's definitely not looking in Hero's favor, to say the least, as the 5th base is going down for Solar.
Yeah, I mean, the muta count is getting so high that the Archons are getting jumped on, and the mutas are just winning the fight over on the right-hand side. The left side seems to be going Hero's favor, but he's running out of anti-air, and he's going to have to tap out. There's just too many mutas, and that was the snowball effect of mutas there from Solar. We're both responding to the same messages.
Yeah, we are too. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I'm going on here too. I'm also putting it out there. Yeah. Exactly. So I gotta say, chat's having fun here, it looks like.
That's against the law. You guys better stop having fun.
Yeah. Are you having fun, Chicken Man?
I'm having fun, but I'm allowed to. I'm not in chat.
Yeah. Exactly.
No, I'm super stoked. I think today's gone really, really well. We have dope grand finals. I don't think it's going to be one-sided. I have a feeling we're going to see a little bit of a comeback here from Hero.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Very, very cool stuff.
We're going to Ancient Cistern. Nice little grainy map for us.
Yeah.
Would you like to introduce our Zergy boy?
Absolutely. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner. He's red, representing Onside Gaming, the team of Gemini. Give it up for Solar.
Okay, it could be the team of like Maru.
Yeah, but I'd say, the team of We're going to say the team of Gemini.
It's the team of Gemini, and I like that a lot. I like that a lot. His opponent in the upper right-hand corner, the team of the world champion, Dragon Kitesy Gaming. It is Hero.
Now, speaking of Gemini, I was like, hey, Gemini, you should play these. Some of us work, during the time. And I go, well, we are going to be moving it to Saturday. So we may see Gemini playing these.
Yes, excellent. I mean, nothing really brings me joy like watching Gemini get bopped out by a pro player in the first round, but it's always beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
I mean, hey, you never know how these will play out. There's good potential for upsets. I know poor Hanmano, Cats and I were commenting. He's like, very unlucky start to get dark pretty early.
Yeah, that's a rough draw, but to be fair, the majority of the round of 8 is a rough draw. Like,
yeah,
or the round of 16 rather. Like, there's not a lot of players that I think Hanmano is going to be happy to face in that round of 16.
Oh yeah, I hope to see more of you guys join. Anybody, Yeti, you could join. Gene Sim, we need some regular old players from all over. Yeah, there's a lot of ping, but it could be a lot of fun. Flapjack, I'd love to see you play.
There's something super fun about playing against a pro player. It's really freeing if you hit somebody who you're like, there's no chance you're ever gonna win, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's something really fun about that, and obviously you could hit somebody else who is not a pro player or what have you. But there is something fun about joining a tournament. It's kind of freeing. It's a very different experience than playing ladder. I always recommend it to anybody who likes to play 1v1 Starcraft. Like a tournament's so fun. It's a lot of pressure in some ways, but at the same time, like, you don't lose anything if you lose. So you also get to figure out what you're gonna do. You get to have a little fun with it.
Yeah, and with that said, I've seen some upsets. I've seen Diamond players take games off pro players of different kinds. I think I've even seen Solar go down. My buddy Michi Tommy beat Rattata. Michi Tommy is a Diamond Zerg player.
Well, damn.
And I think I saw somebody bop Solar too in a game.
It does happen. It does happen. Can never underestimate your opponents in this game. Now it looks like we have a Glaives opening here from Hero. And I like this because he went for the hatch block. So Solar doesn't have that creep spread between the bases right now. And that's really important for defending these adepts, right? You need that creep spread really helps the queens walk back and forth in their defense. And we'll see if Hero can take advantage of the lack of mobility that Solar is going to have in this defense.
Yeah. And it's going to be that 4-gate glaive play, like you said. We'll see. It's a good build. 4-gate glaive, good build. We'll see if it's scouted, if we get a Roach Warren or Baneling Nest. So far, it's not looking like it's scouted. The Overlord is getting in position. And we do have the Stalker in the wall. That Stalker really should be up and out to deny vision on the Overlord. But what's good about this, if it's executed tight enough, it's going to push right before. But that said, Chicken Man, we're not going to have that Warp Prism for a bit. I don't think this is right on the money on timing.
Yeah, it is. It does feel like that Warp Prism's coming out quite a bit after Glaives is done. And like you said, that Overlord pops in here and sees absolutely everything. And I feel like Solar's going to know exactly what he's up against now, right? Like, hey, I see 4 gateways. I see a Twilight Council and a Robo chronoing out this Warp Prism.
Well, actually, I have a point of contention. I'm wrong. We're both wrong. Bad job, Dave and Chicken Man. You know something? It's double gas. If it was 4-gate glaive, he would have pulled one proba off each side.
You know, so he did pull off for a while to get glaives. What this tells me is, yeah, there's going to be a follow-up. It's a tech follow-up, not an expansion. So he's going into a Robo Bay after this. So Hero has a follow-up 2-base plan. He might expand, but that tech was clearly the priority because, yeah, he's on 4 gas right now. There are 8 roaches on the way. I imagine this has got to be disruptors, right? And you try to get some big hits on the pre-speed roaches, which are going to be incredibly hard to split. But in the meantime, we'll see if Hero can get anything done with these adepts. I mean, he doesn't want to lose them, right? Like, he doesn't want to sacrifice them in for drones at this point. I think he wants to keep them alive for as long as possible. So he's just going to cancel the shade. Ling's on the other side getting pushed away for now.
Yeah,
yeah. There's that Prism speed coming in with the disruptors.
Yeah, a pretty classic build that we've been seeing. Well, at least lately. I love the Ling presence from Solar, as he had all those Lings out to deny a third. But realistically, I think it did maybe by 15 seconds. But still, it's not a bad third timing considering he went into Robo Bay. It's kind of like when you're going Phoenix Colossus or something, or any Robo Bay fast play, like in another matchup like PVT.
Ooh, Ling's gonna find some adepts here, but I actually think it was the adepts finding the Lings. They do have glaives, so don't forget.
Yeah.
The Solar doesn't want to lose all these Lings. The nice thing about the Lings for Solar is they're much better at dealing with the disruptors. Disruptors generally don't get big hits on Lings, right? Like, you just get a smaller amount of them, and they get the full surround, so they don't clump up quite as much against the disruptors. So they can be really nice against the drops that are coming his way right now.
Yeah, Gravitic Drive finished, and, well, it's about how Hero engages, honestly. I like that he's following up with Blink. He's getting his third base together. Obviously no Forge from how he's playing this, but still, Disruptors.
Ooh, this Prism taking a scary route through some Queens. Doesn't have any shields left. The Adepts are threatening to shade, but haven't really gone anywhere yet. They're still just chilling outside this base. Disruptor's finally going to land and go for the double Nova on the Queens. They get one, but that is it. And this Prism is super damaged. It goes down with both Disruptors in it.
I missed that.
Oh my god. And Hero suddenly in a really, really bad spot because obviously no Disruptors. That's huge, but also that means no Warp-ins. So he can't really reinforce this position and threaten with Warp-ins in that way. Solar with an excellent victory there. And Hero just not being careful enough with that Prism.
Yeah, and funnily enough, you know something, Chicken Man? If we keep pulling this off, chat, and you guys, I have a weird feeling we may get a surprise. Everybody's like, he's not going to do it without money. Arcosis has been casting EPT Americas. This is a little late for him. I wouldn't be surprised if he actually surprised us for a visit on a weekly.
Yeah, I'd love to see Artosis in here. Obviously, if he's ever chilling, he does have a busy life.
Yeah.
Right now, Solar's got a busy defense, and Hero's playing this really nicely in the choke point here. The Disruptor Nova's making it life so difficult for Solar. These Lings going for a big counterattack, though. That is a dead third base.
Yeah, that third base.
Oh my god, the Disruptor Novas, though. Solar eating some big shots here, and Hero with all the Stalkers now. The Roaches aren't nearly as good as they were before. Somehow this Super Shield Battery is saving the third base for a little bit, but the Lings are still going to sneak into the natural. Hero's army on the other side of the map might just be too big, though. Solar may have kind of given this away with the Ling run by.
Yeah, Solar is so good, though, at getting those Ling run-bys in, usually. I'm surprised Hero's doing as well on defense with just some Stalkers behind it all. But look at the Novas!
Oh, yeah, those Roaches getting stuck on the Queen, and that Nova getting a little bit more damage than maybe it should have. That second one absolutely demolishing the rest of those units. 10 drones have gone down. The Adepts did shade away to get some drone damage. The worker count is even. The Lings are all cleaned up on the other side of the map. And it looks like Hero's push is pretty much done. These Disruptors are still getting some good shots, but it looks like Hero's going to have to run away. Disruptors might get caught on the backside here by the speedy Roaches, but Solar is just, he's foot on the gas pedal right now. He's making nothing but units. He's not droning up at all. He just wants to get across the map. Killing the Disruptor is a great start here. He gets both of them. And he's killing these units that are trying to warp in at the slow warp in pylon. Hero goes down to save them, but he's losing so many Stalkers. Solar might be able to do this on the counterattack.
Yeah, he's actually putting a great fight up. Hero's cheeky proxy pylon play ends up biting him a little bit. He is down on the army supply. It's 24 to 43. It looks like the Cabal might take this one again.
Yeah, more and more Roaches coming out for Solar. I love that he just was like, oh, I lost a bunch of drones in a base. That's fine. I guess I'll just, you know, hit the R button a bunch. He's going for Bane's speed now, though, and he's taking that 4th base. So he is going to slow it down a little bit. I feel like we're going to need to see some drones, though, because Hero is taking his own 4th base and probing up. And if Solar lets that happen, Hero is going to get way too far ahead.
Oh, yeah. That being said, still no forge for Hero. He's going to rely on Disruptors. I think he might be getting to a spot where he could probably consider it. We got ranged attacks coming for Solar, so he is going to probably want to consider it.
This is so good for Hero, though.
It is.
It's so good because
really
he took the gamble. He said, oh, I'm going to build a bunch of probes. I'm just going to take a base. And if you don't attack me in the next 2 minutes, I'm great. And Solar immediately starts droning up. He's getting that tech. He is getting that +2 melee, so you're right. There's going to be a bit of an upgrade disparity.
Yeah,
but I still think Hero is going to be very happy with this situation because now his economy is going to get up, and Solar is seeing, oh, you have a 4th base almost done. You have probes going there. So the worker count is basically even. The base count is basically even. And Hero's just going to get more Disruptors out. He's got double Disruptor production. And he's going to be on this sick army against like a Ling Roach Ravager. +2 melee's on the way. But there's like so few Lings and Banes.
Well, he does have some triple hooks. And honestly, funnily enough, like you said, +2 melee's on the way. Solar decided to cancel the ranged attacks. I almost feel like he should have just committed to it. Just because he would have had an upgrade faster. It would have helped with their Roaches and Ravagers. But like he said, I think it's just going to get to a point where there's just going to be so many gateway units, and double Disruptor production is always scary. Blink Stalker Disruptor so good against this kind of
it's such a good composition, and we're seeing every time these Roaches and Ravagers try to split, the Stalkers are just getting free damage off, and it's too much. Hero gets that quicker income lead by rebuilding the probes faster, taking the 4th base, and uses that to immediately just build a bunch more army. He says, upgrades? I don't need upgrades. I don't need more tech. I have what I need. I just need some more of it. And in the meantime, Solar was trying to get into more upgrades. He was just later on the drone build. He was later on the taking the base. And ended up working out beautifully for Hero.
Yeah. Look at Maddox helping us out still there. Where's Kano?
Maddox, honestly, OP. Maddox OP. Also, shout out to the Cranky Ducklings, who have been casting every week as well.
Yeah, Ducklings have been.
I know I think this is a good time for them because they always do ESL Korea. So I think time-wise, this is a nice one for them. So always happy to see them. Love me some Ducklings.
Yeah, they're bringing back their tournament series too, which is good news because they were doing a little down. I was happy to hear that. They always want me to play in it, but I know with my job coming up, there's not a snowball's chance in hell with that time tournament. Right, for the Scrub League one. I'm not really sure what's going to happen. I know I'm probably going to have to put a lot of my focus onto becoming a normal human being.
It takes a lot of focus. For you normies out there, for us degens and gamers, going from that schedule to a normie schedule, it's a hard change. Still working on it.
Yeah. I'm sure for sure.
All right. Well, that means we're all tied up. It's game 3. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Dragon Scales, we have the red Zerg player for Onside Gaming. Solar.
And his opponent in the bottom right, from Dragon Kitesy Gaming, the man who scuffs walls. Give it up for Hero, the Goat Toss. Let's be real. Hero really is the Goat Protoss right now. He's the only one that's won Code
I
Ash.
mean, hold on. Max Pax is giving him a run for his money right now.
Oh, yeah, Max Pax is... It's funny, like, Max Pax PvP seems to be going downhill. But he's actually... Like, he just beat Maru in Pigs tournament. And like you said, he's been doing quite well against Hero, too.
Yeah, I mean... Max Pax is just... He's making Hero work for it. You know, for a while, Hero was undoubtedly the best Protoss.
Oh, yeah.
But Max Pax is out here like, are you sure? Are you sure he's the best?
Yeah, it was funny. I was reading Reddit. I saw like Zombie Grub and some other of our compadres in the personalities of Starcraft scene. And Nathanius had some thoughts like, well, you know, he doesn't play in online tournaments. It's, you know, apples and oranges. But that being said, I think Max Pax myself, I think he needs to throw everybody off with a new style of PvP yet again. When everybody thinks he's so predictable.
That's such a hard thing to do, though. These days, like, making something new in StarCraft right now is as hard as it's ever been.
Oh, yeah.
Because this game has been very, very similar. There have obviously been some patches in the last few years, but the last, I would say, 3 to 4 years, this game has been so similar that mirror matchups have very, very seldomly changed, and it's really only been players like Max Pax forcing that change.
Yep. And with that said, though, what I'm getting at, though, is it seems like Showtime was mentioning not too long ago, he beat him on ladder, and he's just like, oh, there he goes, Max Pax with his 1-gate expand, and I'm just going to win because I'm going to 4-gate him. I was like, wow. But honestly, I think people are finding it, and maybe part of it's the battery overcharge nerf made the 1-gate less defendable. That
definitely hurt him. I think Protoss players for a while, especially in Europe, were being very passive in general and weren't going for big attacks. But then the Koreans were like, hey, how about this build the 3-gate Robo?
Yeah.
And that kind of infested PvP for a while. You said you saw it earlier today. So
yeah,
it's still so prevalent. And I think because of that build specifically coming into play, and more aggression happening in PvP, it makes the 1-gate expand a lot less viable than when it was just macro, we'll both take quick nexuses. The 1-gate expand really took advantage, I think, of that way of thinking. And a lot of times the meta is more about playing against what your opponent has been thinking a lot recently. Because it's so much of this game is muscle memory that trying to stretch your mind back to a couple of years ago when the meta was different can be really difficult, and a lot of players don't do that well at that for a while. So you can really take advantage of like, oh, everybody expects to expand, so I'll just do it sooner. But then somebody realizes, oh, I could just attack you then, actually.
Well, yeah, it's funny. Things come around full circle with these patch changes. The Void Ray buff before made 3-gate Robo kind of a thing of the past for a while, so it's kind of cool to say it. But speaking of the blast from a past, we've been seeing this more. We have a DT drop coming, DT Archon from Hero.
This is like an absolute classic of a build right here. Hero busting out some of the OGs. I mean, this is like, yeah, this is some old school stuff, man. You could watch Deer do this, and I don't think that man's played StarCraft in about 5 years.
Deer.
Yeah, it's been a minute, right?
Yeah.
But let's see if the DTs can get any damage done. There's no detection. Sport Crawler's just now going down. I think Solar is a little bit late to this. These DTs could absolutely get some kills. Let's see if they all stick together or if they separate, because if they stick together, we could actually see this third hatch die.
Well, I think the spores are going to finish here. The thing is...
Oh, yep. Those Lings getting right in front of the spore. Very nicely played by Solar. And it looks like he will be able to hold on to everything. It was a little dicey there for a second, but the DT's a little bit slower. So I guess the Archon follow-up is going to have to do some damage.
Well, Solar Scout went uncontested again. We saw that in the previous game where we had the Glaive Adepts and Disruptors. But there was no Stalker to
How is there just a Ling in Hero's
Look
base?
what we're seeing. Chicken Man, I'm loving this. We have Shadow Stride researching.
Oh,
The Ling is
baby.
gonna scout it. This is a banger.
This is what's up. Hero, this is for the fans. Thank you, Hero. Thank you for this. We talked about Archons. Archons are not happening.
No,
They're
this is
not
DTs,
happening.
baby. He's gonna pounce on this base.
Man, this is giving me old school vibes, and I
This
love
is
it.
giving me
So the
classic
prism
versus
goes
dark.
into the main. Yeah, this is beautiful. Prism goes into the main to distract him, and then he's just gonna dive in here. He's saving his blink right now. It's just finished up. He's gonna try to kill the spore. He gets it, but there is an overseer, so he blinks out. Lings are gonna try to stop him, but I think the DTs. Ooh, they're trying to sneak away. They're gonna try to start this fight early. They're like, if you're gonna surround me, it's gonna be with not enough Lings.
Okay.
Oh, there's more blink, but the overseer is too fast. All right, you know what? Well defended from Solar.
Yeah, very cool stuff. Yeah, I think honestly, his best shot would have been try to hide him, maybe start morphing Archons and recalling immediately. Because that's a lot.
I was hoping he would warp in like 10 or 12 DTs and just blink on a base. That's what I was waiting for.
Yeah, me too. That's certainly the play, and I think the Warp Prism was just a debate. That being said, we're gonna have more DTs. The DTs aren't done, Chicken Man.
No, this is kind of cute. It looks like the army is here to stop it, though, so Solar will be able to hold on to his fourth. Hero, of course, has the same worker count back at home, so he's got to be pretty okay with this in some regards. Uh-oh.
Yeah, we got Kano.
Kano.
Paused.
Oh, no, dude. Big Sag.
Yeah, Kano may have to leave here.
Yeah, I mean, it's happened to the best of us.
Game resumed.
All right.
Say if you want out, should we get... What do you think?
So
Going
if it
out.
happens, yeah, Maddox nailed it. If it happens again, we'll kick it. That's usually the standard. We've all lagged in a game before.
Yep.
It happens. But yeah, it's usually just if it's like a continuous thing. There was no action going on at that point, so it didn't really affect too much. Nobody can control their ISP.
Big true. Oh, man.
That's a lot of stalkers. There's a lot of stalkers walking across the map. Solar does have a small unit group here, but it is mostly to deal with DT, so he needs to bring the rest of his army over. I don't think he realized this attack was coming, but he is going to jump on it before this Archon's ready, before the Warpins come in. He just gets right on top of Hero's army. The Nova hits a few roaches, but I still feel like Solar's just going to clean this right on up. He's got so many Lings. He's got roaches diving on top of this, and yeah, Hero, I think, has got to get out of here.
Yeah, Hero is in warping mode, so he's going to lose another Disruptor, loses the Immortal, saves one
my
really
God.
injured one. Oof.
And the Stalkers try to blink away, but the Lings, they're too fast.
Yeah.
Solar cleans this up, and Hero is down at 26 army supplies, trying desperately to get a couple more Disruptors out back at home, but now it's counterattack time. The Lings sneak into the main. The Roaches are hitting the third. This is looking bad news bears for Hero.
Yeah, he's got slow Zealots, which don't do well against Roaches, to say the least, at this time of the game.
Disruptor Nova's pretty good, but not that good, unfortunately.
Yeah,
And it looks like Hero's going to hold the main, but that's just the Ling counterattack, right? This is just the little bits of damage being annoying. It's really the third where the real damage is happening as the Ling reinforcements come in. Super Shield Battery turns on, but it just gets targeted down. These Lings are getting on top of the Stalkers. GG gets called, and Solar goes up 2-1 in the series, deflecting the DTs, the Blink DTs, and the attack with relative ease. What a game there from Solar. Really, really nicely done. Hero throwing the curveball of the DT Blink at him, and it just didn't land.
Yeah, exactly.
Now game number 4. Gonna be on Royal Blood. Get everybody in here.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Very, very cool stuff.
Nice. Yeah, I'm stoked that Scarlet's casting tonight. That's super cool. And Cats as well. I feel like we got a whole crew going on here. Shout out to those guys for hopefully getting some good content for their channel, but also helping to support the event by just being who they are.
Yeah, and the Ducklings and Steadfast. We've heard them mention Steadfast. Yeah. He's been a trooper with us.
Oh, I mean, Steadfast is like a, he's our constant. He's our rock.
Oh yeah,
Steadfast.
I'm hoping we can encourage all the duos to come in. Maybe we'll actually, I know Bayo and Steadfast said, yeah, usually on opens it's not as much, but it would be good to see the Bayo Stead. Maybe we can convince them to cast with us again one day if this keeps going on.
Right?
But it's good stuff. Like, this is the most in the spirit of Chicken Man and Dave event I think that we could possibly have had.
I'm really, really happy with how this is going. Obviously, we've got huge support from the Patreon and huge support from the community as well. Like, it's really sick to see these guys here, and it was nice to get some of that feedback too about the big tournament that we're looking at. Seems like, yeah, maybe we should consider just keeping it locked to Korea. I was actually thinking that when I was first thinking of the big tournament too, and I think we just wanted to open it up because more players is generally better. But the point of our initiative here was to support the Korean scene as GSL got gutted. So I think maybe we got to rethink that.
I absolutely do. Unfortunately, it came in a bit of roasting, but you know what? We'll take it. It was just I think we're doing about as good a job as we can with keeping in touch with everybody to see what, community sentiment is.
For shizzle. Yeah, let's get into game 4.
Yeah.
Spawning in the upper right-hand corner of Royal Blood, we've got the Red Zerg for Onside Gaming. Solar. Gemini's team.
And his opponent in the bottom left. Yeti, Mr. Birthday Boy's current favorite Protoss. He's always called him, making a huge comeback, and he called it. Give it up for Dragon Kitesy Gaming's Hero.
Yeah, he's got to win the 2 in a row, though. Solar on match point here. Solar looking good to take this. And you know what? I kind of love that because we didn't have Maru and Beyond, our previous 2 finalists in this week. But this was a stacked tournament. And Solar, I think, is one of those players that a lot of us tend to count out sometimes. Like, we don't always think of him as taking a tournament like this. But you know what? He's won so many ESL Open Cups against a lot of these players. And he's taken down Ragnarok, Dark, and here he is on match point against Hero.
Yeah, this is pretty sick. I think this may be the series that Winter and Loco will be jumping on. I just have a hunch. Compared, you know what I mean? It's been different, a lot of clean sweep walkovers, but I just have a feeling. I think I'm going to mention it to him. Lots of cool stuff so far. I hope we get a game 5 though, Chicken Man.
Oh yeah, for sure. I hope so. Game 5s are always the most hype.
Oh yeah. Regardless of the outcome, regardless of the matchup, but I'm glad to see we don't have a TBT finals. It's incredible. We had some good ZVZs too.
Yeah, I mean, again, this has been mirror matchup day, so it's kind of nice to end on not a mirror matchup.
Yeah. Yeah, and I wonder if there was a little bit of I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, Maru doesn't typically play in open cups and stuff, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's kind of sitting out. Maybe Beyond too, because they're trying to. Maybe they're like, well, we don't want to just bully these guys, but we've seen both of them go down. It could be for any number of reasons, but I wouldn't be surprised in the spirit of these guys all being friends. They're like, let's give these guys an even better chance of getting a dub and see who ends up being the strongest non-Terran.
I mean, realistically, they probably just decided to sleep in this morning.
Yeah, Solar's already complaining that it's tired. He's tired at 2 p.m.
Solar's like, I'm tired. Scarlett's like, it is 2 p.m., my friend.
That was so funny. That was so funny.
But you know what? I understand. That's the life.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right. Oracle trying to get something done, but not really finding the damage here as we get into this game. It is a Stargate opener from Hero. The good old classic.
Yeah, maybe he's just going for his tried and true. I wouldn't hate to see the double forge variety. But then again, like we were talking about before, Solar's pretty good against a lot of these builds at this point. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I would love to see Hero play like a more standard Hero style. I feel like he can do a lot of good things with that.
And he did opt for the... Whoa, he's going for foracles.
Oracles, you'll love to see it.
The meme continues. It is foracles.
Yeah, I think this is quite nice. A lot of potential for damage, but it also makes it maybe a little bit less impactful if you do lose one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Split them, have 2 and 2.
Yeah, it looks like we might be into the Roach Printer, but we know how much Solar loves his Lings. It is going to be the Forge Twilight this game, so it is the Hero build, just with a Foracle plot twist. Oh, he's being extra greedy with these Oracles. He almost lost them, Chicken Man.
Almost being the key word there, as this is neither horseshoes nor hand grenades. So he doesn't lose any of these Oracles so far. In fact, Hero... Oh, he did lose 2 Adepts. I was going to be like, oh, he didn't lose anything. Nah, he lost some stuff. But he's getting some good damage done here. The Lings do counterattack, though. Looks like they might grab a couple of Stalkers. It's kind of nice. Ooh, just one. Never mind. Just the 1 star. The other one, 8 hit points, stays alive.
Oh, absolutely. And it is 5 Icals now. Blink
Oh
is gonna
my
be the choice of
God.
this, and it's going to be Ventral Sack Overlords with Pneumatized Carapace. We're going to see Queens get jettisoned over here. Blinks of Far Cry away. +1's just started. This could be kind of scary.
Yeah, it absolutely could. I mean, Solar is about to go very, very committed with this push.
The German Taxi.
Yeah, this is kind of a classic. I love to see it. I haven't seen this one in a minute. And you know what? The Oracles completely whiff it. They are so far out of where this is happening, and they need to be home on the defense. They are crucial for this. That's so much investment from Hero that they're just not here. And there's no shield battery for the natural either. So Solar might be able to start busting through that wall. These Stalkers coming out. Now they're going to spot this, and oh my god, Hero is seeing this so late. Solar is ready to just try to kill him here. There is a lot of transfused energy, but they're not on creep. Oh, now they are. There's the transfuses. Oracle's going down. Shield battery going down. Ravagers are here. Man, I think Solar just has too much. Hero was not prepared for this at all. His blink isn't done. These Stalkers are trapped down here.
Yeah. And it's still, I feel like the Lings are almost the most, oh, he's desperately trying to recall.
He doesn't get any of them. And that's it. Hero's going to warp in a few more units. He has a couple of shield batteries here. He's almost gotten Immortal, but he is down at less than half of the army supply. Solar hit the drone button behind this. He can go take a 4th base now. He is so chilling. He did plenty of damage. And he's just going to try to keep the pressure on and see if he can bust through here. And he is going to be able to. I mean, there's no overcharge just yet. He takes down the stage support even.
Yeah, and there's no cybernetics course, so no way to make reinforced Stalkers. Yeah.
Oh, it's all Zealots. Super Shield Battery does turn on. But look at this creep spread now. How annoying is it going to be to clear this, even if Hero is able to push this away? He can't rebuild a wall. There's creep on his wall.
Yeah, he's just now starting charge. He just has +1, and he doesn't have a 3rd base. Yeah.
I mean, this is so good for Solar. He picks up the Queens and just goes home. The Oracles try to go across the map and get something done, but they're not really finding that much. A couple of drones, maybe a 3rd one here. But he's got to watch out for the Spore Crawlers. And he's killing a few drones, but he's down 2 bases almost, as this 4th base is nearly done. He's down 20 workers. And now the Oracle's on the other side of the map. That was his detection, because he doesn't have an observer out, and he's supply block. No, the Chrono Boost on the supply block.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, that's painful. He will be able to clear this, but I mean, obviously Solar is delaying so much, and now he's gonna come right across with the Lings.
Oh man. This is going disastrously for Hero. He's trying to get a 3rd base, but there's too many Lings. We're not worthy.
Man. This is so painful for Hero. I mean, the fact that he's still alive is pretty incredible, but I think that's just because Solar decided, I killed the third, and he hit the drone button immediately. He killed that third, and there were 5 drones on the way, and he's so far ahead economically now that even if Hero gets this third up and running, by the time he gets it up, Solar's going to be maxed. Hey, look at that. Lings and Banes. When you're ahead, man, you have 2 options. You can either Artosis it and get more ahead, or you can put all your money into Banelings and just blow your opponent to smithereens.
True. Both are Theosis analogies, but you know what? One thing that Hero has going for him is we have Sal casting this. So what I mean by that is another possibility is Solar could absolutely throw.
He absolutely could. I mean, there's some force field potential here. And the Banelings are getting some decent hits. Force field's going down almost as soon as they go up, but you know what? That was about as good of a fight as Hero could have hoped for.
Yeah, I mean, literally, the Corrosive Biles didn't land immediately. It bought him a little bit of time, but is there enough to take care of this? And Triple Hooks is going to finish somewhere in here. Will it matter? That is the question. It all comes down to this fight.
I mean, I don't think it's going to matter as these slow Banelings smash into Immortals, but there they go. They get their speed. The Stalker's trying to run away, but a bunch of Lings find them. Those are +1 melee Lings. They chew through these Stalkers, and there's the GG. Solar takes the 3-1 victory over Hero and secures his spot as the KSL Week 3 winner. We have a Zerg champion. Hell yeah. I'm happy to see that. What a sick finals. Honestly, Solar playing fantastically today.
Yeah. And it's amazing too. We've have a French cast, Korean cast from Maddox, and yeah, I'm gonna get these replays ready for you.
Yeah, gotta get those replays. So I can make sure to send them to the Patreon. The patrons, if you want the replays from today's tournament or from the last 2 weeks, join the Patreon. Even $5 a month gets you replays. You get all the replays. Look at my field of replays.
Yeah,
I'll be sending those out as soon as I have them collected. Hopefully pretty quickly. I should be able to get like half of them once you send me yours. So
yeah,
because you covered completely different games than me today until the finals and the semis. So
yeah, I actually am SE lighting it right now. You put player names in it. I can actually do that for you too. It just takes me a long time because I have tens of thousands of replays.
No. You don't even have to change the names because
yeah,
I'm gonna change them all anyway. So you can literally just send me the files. It's not a problem.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna have to mess around with them. But thank you, Dave. Dave, week 3, how you feeling?
I'm feeling it's going pretty good. Yeah, we had some differences, and some people would be like, "Oh, we didn't have Maru today," and et cetera, et cetera. But you know what? I'm feeling this is going pretty well. I think KSL has certainly shown that it's a success. And how about you, Chicken Man?
I am very, very happy with how it's going. I think we'll be able to just kind of keep this rolling, you know? And that just feels good, just to have something consistent for the players, for the casters, something we can all just keep enjoying week after week. You know, this year, I think we got a lot of news about Starcraft, professional ESL stuff that people are a little bit sad about. So I hope that what we're doing here can help give back a little bit of that hope that was maybe lost. And in fact, Nice was posted on Twitter recently about the recent ESL changes, meaning he would have to beat the world champion, Oliveira, in order to get a spot at Katowice at all.
Oh, wow.
Or not even at Katowice. I think it was at even just like the LAN, just like Atlanta or whatever. He would need to beat Oliveira, which is like, that's brutal because there's only one spot for that whole region. So hopefully that's something like I'd love to see Nice play in these as well.
Oh,
you know?
For sure. Nice. It'd be great.
Yeah. I think that'd be really cool. So hopefully we can help support those regions as well. Yeah. I'm really happy this is going well.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you
Flo,
all.
thank you for the raid.
There you go. I'm going to be continuing on. I'm liking how we got it. I think the no delays, no issue. I will say special call that.
No, I mean, that was a good call. I had kind of thought of it because, we're not getting a ton of signups where we'll have like players who are quite strong, but we don't really know them at all.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like that's pretty rare. We're not getting a lot of that. So not too concerned about a diamond player trying to stream cheat against Cure. It's not really going to work. So
Yeah.
well, I don't even know why you'd bother, really.
Yeah, absolutely. It's certainly something. And again, guys, if you want to help out, take a look at the Patreon. Let's take a look and see if we had any new patrons tonight. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed.
Oh, yeah. Looks like we got a couple today. We've gotten 4 new ones today.
Excellent.
August of Champions.
That is 160.
Yeah, we're at 160. Look at that.
Very cool stuff.
Beautiful support. That's the community right there.
Yeah. It's that's the best feeling about this chicken, man. It's the fact that everybody's coming together.
Yeah.
Right.
That means 160 people were like, this is a good idea. And I don't have good ideas very often, so I'm happy about that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. It's definitely good stuff. And the fact that we got Skitoo, all this coming together on a whim, and Skitoo's being like, what can we do to help the Koreans in the first day of the news? Is the story how it started.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. We did this immediately. So I don't know, I'm just very happy it's happening. Very happy people are seeming to respond positively to it, and I hope we just keep it going, keep it rocking, keep it rolling for Starcraft, because we love it.
Absolutely, brother. Chicken Man, I'm gonna probably go, even though I shouldn't. It's 2 a.m. I know my sleep schedule is fucked up.
Probably go to sleep. I mean, I don't know. Listen, I don't know.
I have no shot of sleeping because I had
no
coffee. So I'm gonna, at least I'm not drinking tonight, so that's good. So I should be able to get up from my
good.
CIO call tomorrow and have
I'm proud of you.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm really hoping this works out.
It will. I have faith. You have a good night, bud.
You too.
A good morning, perhaps.
Yeah, you as well. And I'm sure you're probably pretty tired from your long day.
Yeah, it's been a long day. I'm gonna get these replays together, take a nice shower, and
I saved you some time on that. I got it right to you in our message in the Discord. So
I do appreciate it. All right, you be good, bud.
You too. Thank you.
Torchian donated
Torchian, thank you for the $6.69. Thank you for helping me out and being my only patron to Dave. You guys can also support Dave. I do have a Patreon. I might have to go to the ghetto Patreon because it's only one person on there. But thank you guys for the support. I'm going to be changing scenes back to the regular stuff, bringing the bot back. Thank you again. I'm going to go dark for a minute, and we'll be back in just a few. And yeah, we're back. We are back from black. I had to change this up. We're gonna get some encoding stuff and all that, but you know what? To heck with it. Gonna put some more ladder games in, I guess. I think I am feeling a little tired, but the coffee's definitely not gonna let me sleep. Yeti, happy birthday, you big stud. I wish I realized that. Super huge thanks to Nish too, for doing the TikTok recast. That was pretty good stuff. I hope that helps you out. Dark Blood, good to see you. I know I was a little quiet to you guys. Yeah, this fucking song. Here we go. Let's see. I'm just getting back into the swing of the regular stuff now immediately. Yeah, my cat was in here. Mitters, good girl. Yes, you are. All right. So how you guys doing? I hope you enjoyed tonight. I think it went pretty well. Also, OSC points are awarded for this too. So very cool stuff. Big thanks to OSC and Eddie for his help in getting us some points for these guys into the OSC events. Another thing helping to keep StarCraft alive. And yeah, but thank you guys for hanging out and all the support today. Very, very good stuff. Incredible to see the just everything. A 3-1 for Solar tonight. That is pretty wild. Definitely a bit of could be upset, but realistically, it's not too bad. Still well done. And well, I casted with cats tonight. That was definitely a treat. The fact that we had Scarlet and Sal casting together was definitely a huge surprise. Yeah, I am gonna go do a little Twitter announcement about this. Real quick before we go on. It is getting late. I hope I get tired after. Congrats. You guys can see me do the message right now. Congrats to for taking a 3-1 victory over Hero in week 3 of KSL. Super thanks to all the casters and the surprise stream and cast by Scarlet. That's on fire. Oh yeah, I just do Sasha. There we go. Good stuff, guys. You're supposed to be up at 9 a.m. for the Diablo 4 beta. You missed sleep. Oof. Very cool stuff. I think this is going good. What are you guys' thoughts of this? I think this was a sick tournament today. It was a short and spicy one, but still 3 hours. We ended up eking it by a bit. The finals brought us some time. You're going to head to bed, Fuzzy Desi? Yeah, it is quite late for many of us. I'm going to hit a couple of games or something, and then I'm going to call it. But that was KSL. Probably should call it anyway. I could take care of some other things. Oh, fuck. Chaba, how you doing? Great cast tonight. Thank you, Magic Turtle. But I'm thinking, I don't know. I'm kind of hungry, too. Did I not put my food away? Shit, that's been sitting out for a while. I am an idiot. All right, guys, I at least need a few. Give me a few minutes. Yeah, guys, I know it's late and many of you are going to be gone, but I had to get some chow. Honestly, probably could use some more moving around. We did a grind ladder session before. But very sick stuff. All right. All right. Guys, how'd you like the tournament? For real? Huh? I'm pretty stoked about it. Well. We'll see what happens. Did I miss it? Yes, you did, Flame, but it will be on my YouTube. It'll be on Chicken Man's YouTube. Scarlet also casted today. Cats cast today. Steadfast, the Cranky Ducklings, Alexander Enke, and Caster Maddox and Kato. We had it in 4 different languages thus far. I'm sure you're going to see something on Winter and Loco coming up.
Giddy up.
Thank you for the follow, Flameba11. Yeah, man. Cats casted with me. That was pretty cool. Chicken Man and I were together again in the finals. And, yeah, I'm hoping this does well. It was very exciting to see that. Very, very exciting. And a super huge thanks to Caster Maddox, Alexander Enke, and Kano. Very cool stuff. Thank you, Flamebuff, for the follow. Tourneys never fail, Torchian. Hell yeah. Thank you for the $6.69 donation. It's nice. Literally. And everything is helping right now because it's going to be a while before I get into work. But thankfully, I have the job lined up and ready to get going in a bit. I don't know. I should probably wind down, but I don't know how much I'm feeling like playing at this tower now. You know? Thank you guys all for hanging out. It's actually seeming pretty dead for this. You know what, guys? I think I'm going to call it. I think we had enough of a day of streaming. We did ladder. We did KSL. Let us raid. Let's see what's going on here. Well, just to give him some support here. What are we doing? Wind down pub? By pub stomping? All right, I can do some. Let's see if I get a Zerg game, maybe. I'm very thankful for everything that happened tonight. Oop, got a little laggerino. ZVZ. How you doing, Satan Savior? What up, BP son?
Hey Dave, where'd you learn this build from?
We don't have the gifts. University. Oh, I turned off the gifts, I think, because it was lagging before.
Darkness.
Okay, we scuff this a bit.
We need minerals for that.
Yeah, I just gotta make sure at the least I'm up for a...
There are not enough minerals.
I wanted to get up earlier. I really screwed stuff up beforehand. I gotta message Yeti. I forgot to message Yeti happy birthday, too, on this. Yeti's birthday. It's official Kirktown Day, guys. That's crazy. It's Yeti's birthday. It was Skylar's birthday, too.
Take him down to Kirktown.
Hell yeah. Who's stoked about that? Our boy Yeti.
We need minerals for that.
I forgot to build drones. Shit.
This is the fuck TVT build?
Hell yeah, Yeti's so based he even has a command here. He actually has two commands.
Minerals.
Take him down to Kirktown and... Actually, I'm gonna be 29 years old next month. Project Zomboid, watched 2-3 days ago. Yeah, no, I got you. Well, I'm holding off on any expenses until I start getting some paychecks in, because...
There are not enough minerals. Harvest more minerals. We need minerals for that. Harvest more minerals. There are not enough minerals. A new queen is ready. Evolution complete. Our forces have engaged the enemy. The struggle has begun. Spawn War Overlords. Our warriors have entered combat.
Did it? Buying game says hour per day, but I swear you're gonna go out. Yeah, a few of my friends play that game. Jeez, we need to get some Zerg MMR, so that's where we'll be at. And good shit. Guys, I'm gonna go. You know what? Fuck it. That's some fast speedlings. Yeah. I think I want to help out our boy Caster Maddox for helping out. He translates. He's putting some Korean cast on for us. What do you guys think? Think I should do that? Or should I place? I'm kind of hyped up, but maybe I should try to get some rest. Because I got to do my best to. Not to bail on you, Satan Savior and Torchion and Darkblood and Magic Turtle. Thank you guys for hanging out tonight. Thanks to everybody. Flapjack for the raid. All the follows today. Flameba, Wrath of Ire, 2MSSM2 Elements 27, Aid Baron, Dawn Wrecker, Gene Sim, thank you for the raid. Temla, and let's see what else we had. Boy Scout gifting a sub. Ruff's dad gifting or cheering 11,000 bits. Reza with a $200 donation. Torchian with a $6.69 donation. Fuzzy Desi with the raid. And Mark Maralakos with the 43-person raid. Thank you. And thank you to Nish of the Starcraft Observer for doing a TikTok recast. It seems like that was pretty successful, and it's helping get some people in. So let's raid Caster Maddox. He is our Korean translator. He speaks English, and he's casting as well. So let's support my broski. Caster Maddox is a legend. He's helping us out a lot. We obviously could use Korean translators and stuff. So guys, make sure you give him a follow. Again, he speaks English. I hope to do an English cast with him someday. He's a really nice guy. He's an absolute sweetheart and a good man of the community. So much love, guys. Thank you again.